should be a real factor in this game. And there's Mike Wazowski. Not quite as much size as Sully, of course, but it's all about the size of the fight in the dog, not the dog in the fight. Let's check in with Marcus Spears and Jason Kelsey to get us ready for this matchup.
JK, I gotta tell you, dog, this is a first for me. I know I get animated sometimes, but not like this.
Sway, let me just say, on behalf of America, you look spectacular.
Back at you, dog. All right, let's get to business. When you evaluate the game tonight, it really comes down to Sully and Mike Wazowski.
Oh, yeah. And one of the first things you notice when it comes to ski is he only has one eye. Now, a lot of people would think that's a disadvantage. Well, they'd be wrong. First of all, it's a massive eye. Second, he's got phenomenal peripheral vision.
Oh, yeah, you gotta have that peripheral. Well, that one eye of his better be on the lookout for Sully. He's all over the tape making big-time plays. Sneaky speed, really quick feet for a player his size, and can play both sides of the ball.
Well, one thing's for sure. This one has all the makings.
No doubt. We crushed that breakdown.
We sure did.
Those are perfect. They're perfect for the moment. Someone who gets to work with those guys often. I feel like Marcus's monster was a very accurate depiction of who he is. And his voice is perfect for it. It's perfect.
Well, just make sure you check out Jason's new podcast, the New Frights podcast, here in Monstropolis. As we get a look from the CDA cam, of course, Child Detection Agency, making sure we have that bird's eye view. And a reminder, folks, we're not just watching the traditional scoreboard tonight. We're also watching the cheer canister scoreboard. For big plays, we're going to hand out a cheer canister to either Mike and the Eagles or Sully and the Chargers. And at the end of the game, we'll tell you who wins in this kind of game within the game day. Do you have a prediction? Who's going to win more cheer canisters?
I mean, it's a game of size, speed, and strength. Sully's got to be the winner.
Sully and the Chargers. I like that call. It is time for game time here in Monstropolis, about to make some history. The Chargers won the toss and elected to defer. Eagles will start with the ball, and look who it is doing the kickoff. It's James P. Sullivan. He can play every single position, it looks like. And you kind of have to squint to see back there, but I think that's Mike Wazowski getting set to return the kick. We're off and running here in the big monster city. Wazowski to return it. We've got a live kickoff return. He's got flames shooting out of his feet as he brings it up near the 35. A nice return by Wazowski.
Flames immediately. I didn't peg Mike for a speedster, more of a shifty guy.
I don't know what his 40 time was at the combine, but not only a star employee at Monsters Inc., but seems like he might be a star football player as well. And folks, just a reminder, everything that happens at SoFi Stadium tonight is going to be happening live right here in Monstropolis for you to see in the world of Monsters Inc. We've got the ball spotted. Jalen Hurts in the shotgun in an empty set. Motion man is the star running back, Saquon Barkley. First play of the game from scrimmage. Hurts scans, throws, left side. Incomplete. Almost connected with A.J. Brown. It'll bring up second down.
Well, I like the fact that the Eagles are taking a throw down the field to their best player, certainly one of their best weapons, and A.J. Brown. But this is something that has plagued this team offensively, just kind of slow starts, not necessarily connecting that throw, an inch or two off. They're going to have to, early on in this game, try to find a way to build some rhythm for their offense.
And Dan, they were trying for an early cheer canister there. That certainly would have been worthy a big play. Mike Wazowski is lined up at tight end for Philly across the line of scrimmage from Sully, who comes in, soars in to make the tackle on Saquon Barkley to set up third down and long. Here's a comparison to the stadiums mentioned. Everything that happens at SoFi in Los Angeles will be happening here on the cheer floor. Sold out crowd tonight in Monstropolis, 50,000 strong. It's powered by cheers. We know that laughter 10 times more powerful than screams. We'll see how powerful cheers are tonight. The VIP area is the Canister Club, and of course, this is the first ever game here in Monstropolis. Again, Wazowski lined up close to the line for third down and 9. Looks like Sully's going to be rushing the passer on the right side of your screen. On third down, Hurts looks, it's complete. It's Wazowski near the first down marker, and Mike Wazowski moves the chains for the Eagles.
Get loose, Mike Wazowski. Trusted, reliable. Put him in the slot, throw him the football. First of all, it was like, you got to block Sully, and then get the ball to Mike Wazowski. That's a good start for this Eagles offense.
Usually you'd see Mike maybe chipping Sully before he goes out on the route. That time, he just went out for the pass play and gave the Eagles a fresh set of downs as Barkley picks up 2 on first. And you can just feel the excitement with these fans who are seeing, for the first time, a football game in person.
Imagine being the Monsters that saw something for the first time. Thousands and millions of years they've been around. History.
Again, Wazowski lined up at tight end. Hurts the play action, fakes the handoff. Out to the sideline. It is caught. Short of the first down marker, a 4-yard gain for Jahan Dotson. So third down coming up again here for the Eagles. Eagles fans hoping Wazowski can give them a little boost. Philadelphia's lost 2 games in a row. Their fans are disgruntled. The offense has not looked great the last couple of games, but they still have a lot of belief in their offensive coordinator, Kevin Patullo, and the head coach, Nick Sirianni. There you see Sully lined up on the edge. You know, Jalen Hurts, he's going to keep an eye on him.
Gotta block him.
Third down, it's a pass for Hurts. Here comes Sully. He got there! James P. Sullivan with his first career sack. He drops Jalen Hurts, and it's 4th down.
Well, in the NFL, you want to chip players like Myles Garrett, like Micah Parsons. I certainly would be trying to chip Sully to make sure I can get my pass off. Huge sack.
Look at those scary feet, Dave.
One-on-one. Scary feet. One-on-one. Sully wins. Mike Wazowski's not there to save the day. And it's a big stop for the Chargers defense.
They force the punt from Braden Mann. Darius Davis is the return man, and that ball is soaring all the way into the end zone, and it will be a touchback. So Sully, you saw the cheer canister being filled up there. A sack equates to a big play, and that equates to our first cheer canister of the game. So it's still scoreless on the traditional scoreboard, but they know the canister club. 1 cheer canister for Sully, none for Wazowski.
Don't go anywhere. Monsters Funday Football will be right back.
The ACC Premier Conference in college basketball. Our time is right now.
The excellence of these programs, the national championships, the Hall of Famers, nothing compares to it.
They have championship expectations.
From downtown.
ACC your home for ACC men's basketball.
There's something special is about to happen.
Are you not entertained?
The SEC.
Top to bottom, the best league in the country by far.
SEC Network, your home for SEC men's basketball.
This is a general audience program. Now back to Monsters Funday Football.
All right, kiddo, let me tell you about the red zone in football. Because the red zone, for me, means a wrench. Now, it's kind of like the last floor at peak hours. High stakes, high pressure, and you better bring your A game. Now, the red zone is the last part of the field between the 20-yard line and the goal line. Once a team gets in there, you're so close to scoring a touchdown. Kind of like when you're standing right outside a kid's door, ready to deliver that perfect joke. You're so close. You've come all this way. You can almost hear the hilarity. But defenses, see, they tighten up. Just like Roz guarding a paper. It gets tight. The pressure's on. That's why the red zone is where legends are made. You either punch it into the end zone for 6 points, or you settle for 3-point field goals. But hey, you know, points are points.
Can't see.
Mike Wazowski has perfect comedic timing. Everybody knows that. He's also great with the explain. He clearly knows football well. He's done his homework. Justin Herbert in the Chargers offense out on the field for the first time starting at the 20. First play is a handoff to the running back, Kamani Vidal. Picks up 3 yards. So interesting to note here, Dan. We saw Sully playing defense. He got the sack of Jalen Hurts for the cheer canister. Now he's playing offense. Where do you see him fitting in?
Who wants to talk about Travis Hunter, right? The guy that was going to be the first one to do it. Sully's so big. He's so athletic. He's physical. I think he can play him anywhere. I'd certainly at some point if I were the Chargers, I would throw the ball. But I also would be cautious of throwing it to Mike Wazowski's way. Just a smart, savvy type of player.
Yeah, Wazowski Island over there. There is Mike defending the pass, and he broke it up. They were looking for Quentin Johnston, and Mike Wazowski playing with that elite Eagles quarterback core makes the stop.
Do you think having one eye helped him? You know, maybe a little bit more central focus on the ball? The Chargers quarterback, Justin Herbert, if we were taking quarterbacks in the NFL that most belonged in the Monsters world, Nostropoulos, he'd be one of them. How big is Sully? Is it
7'8", 760.
Herbert, not far off. Not far off.
So Sully lined up in the backfield next to Justin Herbert, who drops back to pass on 3rd down and 7. Drops it off for Sullivan. He's got a lot of space. Sully down the sideline. He's still going. James P. Sullivan getting all 766 pounds moving for 60 yards on the catch and run.
What a great play by Sully. Credit quarterback Justin Herbert in the pocket, feels a little bit of rush, feels a little bit of pressure, and then finds his go-to guy. Look at Sully. Look, we call that chip block. Just help your offensive line. So Wazowski's got fire coming out. Sully's got fire coming out. Mike just taught us all about the red zone, and it feels like the Chargers within 3 plays got themselves right where Mike was teaching us.
That's right. Inside the 20, set up at the 17 after Sully's 60-yard reception. Over on the pitch is the rookie running back Omarion Hampton, who's coming back from 7 weeks on injured reserve, and he moves the chains with 11 yards on 1st down. Sets up 1st and goal as Mark cheers on the Chargers.
Yeah, what a great start for the Chargers. It's got to be so nice to get their rookie running back, Omarion Hampton, young man out of North Carolina, who's their 1st-round pick. Jim Harbaugh, the head coach of the Chargers, probably has a lot of similarities to Sully. Tough, wants to be physical, loves to have big backs. Sully playing tailback once again down in the red zone. Give him the football.
It is 1st and goal from the 6. That's what they do. Hand off to Sully, and he's tripped up right around the 3-yard line. Gained about half of the yardage necessary. When it's a down and then goal to go, you got to score a touchdown. Everyone's a big fan of Sully's game so far, and how could you not be?
Size, speed, and strength. Sully's got it all. This is going to be a big challenge for the Eagles. 5 plays and out on offense. Big play giving up on defense. You got to find a way to keep this Chargers offense to a field goal.
2nd and goal from the 4. Herbert in the shotgun again. Sully out to the flat. He's got the catch. He's got the touchdown. It's not a 23-19. It's 6. And the Chargers are on the board first.
Look at those guys. I mean, wow. We talk about making it look easy. That's another big cheer canister. Chargers just make it look easy. They go right down the field. Sully's the star. Dump it off to him a couple times. It's a pass catcher. They hand it off to him, and just about to be 7-0 Chargers. Quick start.
Cameron Dicker, the kicker, on for the extra point, and he makes it 7-0 LA. And the Chargers look very comfortable playing here in Monstropolis. And it's interesting, big-time storyline was the return of the 1st-round rookie Omarion Hampton, the Chargers running back. They might not even need him. Put Sully back there, and he can do a little bit of everything.
They drafted Amari Hampton because of his size, but with the way that first drive went, it's going to be the Mike Sullivan show. Got great family pedigree. We knew as a monster, but it might be the same case as a football player.
Don't go anywhere. Monsters Funday Football will be right back.
I like playing NFL flag because I get to travel around the world and I make friends while I do it. I'm Sam, I play for Great Britain, Team China, Team Germany, Team Mexico. Flag football has taught me teamwork and just enjoying the movement. If anyone's down, we pick each other back up. I'll never forget this experience. It changed my life in many ways. And the friends that you make along the way is just so much fun, and that's why I love it.
Flash, 100-yard dash. Need to get across town, ignore the laws.
No problem.
Zootopia 2 is an absolute blast. It is the vibe. And just as fun as the original.
Pops and Wild?
We are the dream team. Sorry, Paul.
It's a hilarious feel-good family adventure. An outstanding sequel that's well worth the wait. Disney Zootopia 2. Rated PG. Now playing only in theaters.
This is a general audience program. Now back to Monsters Funday Football.
The turnout at tonight's game is scary good. Some of the biggest names in Monstropolis are here. We've got George Sanderson, Bob Peterson, plus Fungus, always a fun guy. Needleman and Smitty are still hanging out off the clock. Joe, or JJ to his friends, is here too. Ross holding down the sidelines for us, and of course Mike and Sully are just some of the Monstars in attendance tonight.
That's right, Katie. This is the hottest ticket in Monstropolis tonight. 50,000 strong inside the stadium, and who knows how many more watching on TV. And a great start for Sully and the Chargers. You know, this is maybe going to resemble what happened when Mike and Sully showed up to Monsters University. And, of course, Sully was the legacy. His dad, Bill, a legendary scarer. Mike had to kind of prove himself.
Yeah, he didn't think Mike was very scary.
Right, didn't have the same type of pedigree. But Mike, of course, proved himself a great leader and a great athlete. So will that happen tonight for the Eagles? Dicker kicks it off for the Chargers after they scored the first points of the game with a Sully reception. That is a touchback, so Philly will have good field position. Let's bring in Sully now. Hey, Sully, what's it like playing for the LA Chargers?
Well, first of all, the team looks great in their uniforms. And a lightning bolt in their helmets. Come on, what's more powerful than a lightning bolt? You know, in fact, I bet the team could power Monstropolis better than screams or laughter. I gotta tell you, I've had some great teammates on the scare floor, but these guys are on a whole nother level. You know, in fact, George Sanderson really reminds me a bit of an NFL player name. Hey, George, if you're watching, 2319! He loves that.
I'm sure he does, Sully. Well, you better watch out because Mike Wazowski has a big play for the Eagles on the first play of the drive. That carry goes for 19 yards.
Well, if you were going to ask me, just from the football perspective, what's needed more for this offense? It's got to become handing the ball off to Mike Wazowski. If they can run the football, if the Eagles can run the football better than they have and even close to what they were last year, then the Jalen Hurts, A.J. Brown pass game will get significantly more consistent.
And that's a cheer canister for Mike and the Eagles after that 19-yard gain. He was tackled by number 23, Tony Jefferson. Here's Wazowski again. They're feeding the hot hand. It's Wazowski. He uses that vision with one eye to pick up 10 yards and another fresh set of downs for the Eagles. And I wonder then if Saquon Barkley is watching this and thinking, am I about to lose my job to Mike Wazowski? Because this guy is running well.
Well, he's also watching Sully dominate the other side, so the competitiveness comes out from him. Same play. Like sometimes for you kids watching at home and you're playing sports or whatnot, sometimes you just want to run the same play because it works. And I think the Eagles did that last play.
Now Hurts to throw. Evades the rush of Derwin James, one of the best in the league, and Hurts Slides down to protect his body. You see the 1st and 10 line, or the 1st and 10 tongue, if you will. There is a flag, a penalty on the play. So we'll get the call. It is a holding against the offense as the CDA picks up the flag, and the Eagles will retreat 10 yards. There was a hold on Tyler Steen, the right guard. Not allowed to hold the defender on those run plays or scrambles like we just saw from Jalen Hurts. Tyler Steen, the only new starter for this Eagles offense, which last year, of course, dominated on their way to a Super Bowl victory.
Yeah, one of the biggest and best offensive lines in football, really of recent memory last year. Tyler Steen now actually the guy who's replacing Mekhi Becton, plays for the Chargers. They're also missing their right tackle, Lane Johnson, who's one of the best, if not the best in football.
1st and long for Hurts and the Eagles. He fires all the way to the end zone looking for Devontae Smith. He was double covered, and the pass falls incomplete. All right, let's talk with Mike now, who's running the football well. Hey, Mike, how are you enjoying your first NFL action? And is the game faster than you thought it would be?
Faster? Faster? Let me tell you something, Drew. I have played games where I was the actual ball. Yes, sir, I love speed. It's the tackling I can do with that. But seriously, Drew, speed is one of the best parts of the game. And speed combined with big, hairy monsters like Sully, ooh, that makes it even better.
I think Mike referring to dodgeball there, where he was the best. Of course, he was the actual ball. Saquon Barkley is back in there as Mike gets a breather. Good hard running from Barkley to pick up 8 yards. Again, the tackle by Tony Jefferson. So another 3rd and long coming from Mike and the Eagles.
Yeah, in Mike's comments talking about speed and big, hairy, you never play quarterback. That's not fun. That's not fun when you have big, giant humans or monsters running after you with speed. As a quarterback, you just want to get the ball in your hands. That's going to be something that Jalen Hurts has to do. Here, Sully, look at Sully on the right side. Are they going to try to block him? I mean, that's a very big moving object moving directly at Jalen Hurts.
Sully already has 1 sack. On 3rd and long, this is where those edge rushers can feast. Instead, the pass complete to the tight end, Dallas Goedert. It's a gain of 13 yards and a 1st down for Philadelphia. We've got fans tuning into Monstropolis from all over the world. Let's step into those doors and go to Spain. Remember, the first ever NFL game in Spain took place in Madrid earlier this year. So, hello or hola to all of our fans tuned in from Spain. After the 13-yard pass from Hurts to Goddard. 1st and 10 from about the 25. Hurts doesn't want anything to do with that side because Sully's over there. And Jalen Hurts goes down. That'll go down as a sack, I believe, a loss of 1.
Probably would not run towards Sully. I'd probably try to run if I were the Eagles and Mike Wazowski away from Sully. I also think the pass game, working in the middle of the field, has been something nice for the Eagles offense. So if you're Jalen Hurts and you're going against this Chargers defense, you got to deal with Sully. I probably try to get the ball to my hands and work it in the middle of the field.
Sully again lined up right side of the line. Hurts has the snap on 2nd and 11. Steps up to evade the rush. Hurts running out of bounds and doing it with some speed. But it'll be another 3rd and long. That's a gain of just 2.
Scary feet.
I think it is scary feet. When someone's passing you out of bounds, that's what it is. Dan, you played quarterback in the NFL for a long time. Were there any pass rushers as scary as Sully?
Yeah, the first one that comes to mind is a Hall of Famer, recent Hall of Famer, Jared Allen. There's probably some video evidence of him frightening a certain person into a mistake.
Did you have scary feet?
Yeah. Scary feet all the way out of the actual field of play.
3rd down and 9. Eagles trying to keep the drive alive.
I have Myles Garrett right now, the closest thing to Sully.
Sully's giving him a run for his money. That pass complete to Smith, but he is wrapped up and swarmed. A gain of just 1. Tackle made by Tarheed still for the Chargers. 4th down coming. This should be a field goal for Philly.
I didn't know Monsters would tackle this well. Chargers defense. Okay, Mike Wazowski's the kicker now, too?
Yeah, he is. He's in there to kick. So you've got Dicker, the kicker, playing for the Chargers, and you've got Wazowski, the kicker, playing for the Eagles. This is a 41-yard attempt. The regular kicker is Jake Elliott. He takes a seat. Wazowski's kick is on the way, and it is perfect. So Mike Wazowski saw his friend Sully score 6. He gets 3 of his own on the other side as the CDA tells you that kick is good, and that makes the score 7-3 in favor of the Chargers. Beautiful form from Wazowski. A dead spiral straight through. It's 7-3.
Monsters Funday Football. We'll be right back.
One of these people uses the Colgate Total Active Prevention System. It's 15 times more effective at fighting the root cause of many oral health problems. As for the other guy,
Sarah? Good luck.
be dentist ready with Colgate Total.
Mom, Dad, let me give you a ride home. Here you are, sir.
Is this yours?
And so, of course, my agent doesn't tell me that I'm going to be working with a bird that day. And when I get to set, the wrangler's yelling at me, like, don't make eye contact. But then the director tells me that I've got to look at the bird for the scene, right? The whole thing was kind of a nightmare.
Do you have something big coming out, honey?
No, just the bird thing. Love you. Bye.
Yeah.
Here he is.
Why did we pay for dinner?
And why is this the one that's on bill?
Smiling first can help someone find the courage to do the same.
This is a general audience program. Now back to Monsters Funday Football.
Hello, I am Roz. Tell me about someone from your team and or organization that's just like me, always watching.
Well, Roz, if I was to think about who would tell me they're always watching me, I'd probably think Jesse Minter, my defensive coordinator. Big guy on details. He wants to make sure that everything's set in place and the right things are happening.
I mean, Jim Harbaugh's got to be the #1 of the I'm watching, I'm always watching.
He's always watching. That's what he does. He's the head coach. He's supervising everything, making sure nobody's, messing up, like Mike Wazowski.
Well, Ross, Howie Roseman is always watching us.
He's always got eyes on you everywhere you go, every move you make. So, shout out Howie.
There is Sully working on his scary feet. The interesting thing about this game is you see Mike getting the crowd going. We've seen this before, Dan. Mike is responsible for a lot of Sully's training. Oh, yeah, it actually come back to bite him today because we've already seen the speed and the quickness from Sully that Mike's helped him work on.
Sully's the MVP of the game so far.
Without a doubt. You see the Chargers on top 7-3. Vidal, the running back, returns it out near the 35-yard line. Of course, we're not just worried about the score tonight. We're also worried about the cheer canister leaderboard. And at halftime, the cheer canister challenge. So, Roz, what can we expect from that cheer canister challenge?
I hope it's a lot of cheering and canisters and challenges. I do think we could see some things that will keep people talking for many years to come. Or at least the next couple of hours. Or never. My advice, keep an eye on Wazowski. Regardless, I hope they both get to the field on time.
All right, well, Roswell, right on cue when she said keep an eye on Wazowski. He almost sacked Justin Herbert, but he got rid of the ball and found the running back Hampton for a gain of 7.
Yeah, it's a great play by Justin Herbert. I mentioned before his size, probably a quarterback that most resembles Monsters and Sully. He's every bit of 6'5", 250 pounds. Just an unbelievable talent.
Also playing injured tonight, showing you the toughness. There's Wazowski in the backfield, to stuff Hampton for a loss of 4.
Nice play, Mike Wazowski. A little bit of quickness. Usually maybe being a little undersized to go make a play and finding a way to get another cheer canister.
Yeah, that's a big play, so it's a cheer canister. You see Sully leads in that department 3-2. Remember, every big play equates to a cheer canister. Interesting point, though, Dan, about Wazowski's size and maybe winning the leverage battle. They always say low man wins. He's going to be the low man.
Low man wins in football. Mike Wazowski did there.
A pre-snap penalty. We'll get the call from the Child Detection Agency. It is a false start on the right tackle, Trey Pipkins. It'll back the Chargers up 5 yards. And there's the CDA. Make sure that no one is harmed by this 23-19. But this is a Chargers offensive line that's really banged up. They had their excellent left tackle, Rashawn Slater, injured before the season. Joe Alt moved from the right to the left side to replace him. He just went out for the season. They're trying to piece it together.
Yeah, they basically had guys, 5 of them, the size of Sully to start the year, one of the best lines, and they've just been beat up, but the quarterback still can make them right.
Yeah, here is Herbert dancing around pressure. He throws. It's intercepted over the middle of the field, picked off by Cooper DeJean. Is this the Super Bowl or Monstropolis? Because DeJean has an interception, but there is a flag down, so we'll see if this one holds up. No, it won't. It's an offside against Philly. Moro Ojomo, number 97, called for the offside, which wipes away the eye.
Huge penalty. Ojomo's a guy that's played a good amount. You can see Justin Herbert moving around. He's stepped in, played meaningful snaps this year. What a great pick by Cooper DeJean, one of the young superstars for the Eagles defense. Jalen Carter, their star defensive tackle, not playing tonight. Ojomo having to be playing a little bit more, so it certainly takes a really big takeaway off. Now let's see if the Chargers offense, who gets a second life, can take advantage of it.
Third down and 7 as the drive continues. Herbert alone in the shotgun, playing with a fractured left hand tonight. He's under duress and just has to get rid of it. Pressure came in early from Nakobe Dean, who's coming off the best game of his season, the loss to Chicago. Incomplete pass sets up 4th down. Archie the Scarecrow is loose. It's like we're on campus at Monsters.
Yeah, we're chasing him again.
Yeah, Mike, that's what he always does. He manages to ride Archie. And typically we see Archie the Scarepig at Fear Tech. He is their mascot, but he's loose today here on the cheer floor.
Just remember, Justin Herbert playing with a broken left hand, taking a big hit that last almost sack from the Eagles defense.
And sends out J.K. Scott to punt it away. Fair catch is called for by Britton Covey, who's back in the lineup for the Eagles, the punt returner. No flag football is broken out. George Sanderson. Oh no, here comes the CDA. Are they going to get him? Oh no. Sanderson always gets tracked down by the CDA. Sorry, George. Back after this.
Monsters Funday football. We'll be right back.
Hear my footsteps. Making my presence felt on and off the field. I believe every family deserves a shot at a better life. That's why I started the Lionheart Foundation, uplifting family, youth, and community. It takes all of us. I'm stepping up for families in need, so they never have to walk alone. The Lionheart Foundation is my cause, and these are my cleats.
Drummer boy, do you copy?
Gingerbread burning, gotta go.
Self-destruct mode initiated. Merry Christmas.
This is a mission of utmost importance. Target acquired.
I don't get paid enough.
We will never speak of this again.
This is a general audience program. Now back to Monsters Funday football.
Monstropolis. We're moving around here, Dan. Now we can be at field level, which gives us a great perspective on the game.
Oh, sorry, I'll grow up. Yeah, it's pretty cool to be down here. The Monsters are certainly, I feel comfortable.
Yeah, and we've got a lot of Monsters Inc. heavy hitters here, including Chalubi, Baby, keeping this place nice and clean. But it does seem to be a little slippery on our feet. What's to do with that?
Not very diligent, Chalubi.
Chalubi, but I don't know how long he's been over here doing this figure 8 motion. Maybe by the fourth quarter, this is all going to be clean.
Let's hope so.
You know, Chalubi, even if it is dirty, we still love Chalubi. He's a great team player.
Hardworking, diligent.
And there is Wazowski. He's a little bit distracted as he pumps up the crowd. He's got a field goal already today for the Eagles, who trail 7-3, coming up on 1 minute left in the first quarter. Great to have you with us, watching this first ever game in Monstropolis. We wouldn't have nothing if we didn't have you. Jalen Hurts in the shotgun. Saquon Barkley's the running back. Last year's NFL Offensive Player of the Year. Dropped for a loss of one. Denzel Perryman, the linebacker, in there with a tackle.
Now, you see the Eagles, we've seen some good stuff, Raj. We got you. We've seen some good moments to start the game running the football. I don't love, Drew, that the Eagles run.
We got 85 people in here watching and only 15 likes. Come on, man.
5 yards behind the center, and he underhand flips it through his legs to him. I much more prefer when they put the quarterback right behind the center, almost hand it off to him, and then hand the football off.
About splitting Wazowski out. Back in the shotgun. Hurts with no running backs next to him. Sully rushing the passer. Pass complete to Wazowski. And he is decked out of bounds after a gain of 6 by Derwin James. So Mike Wazowski staying involved. You don't see that many players kicking field goals and then running the ball and catching passes, but that's what he's doing.
He does it all, and it allows the Eagles offense to get to what we call third and kind of medium. The first quarter almost over. I don't think they have to snap the ball here. I think they can regroup.
Thank you, Mr. Lodak.
The second quarter.
Now you see the play clock with plenty of time on it as the
Let's get them likes up, though.
zeros, which means it's the end of the first
I mean,
quarter.
come on, man. 85 people in here watching and only 20 likes.
I'm tempted to go there right now.
It's not a commercial. Everybody go hit that like.
We got a game to call. Stick around.
Monsters Funday football. We'll be right back.
I still get butterflies to this day. I just sit there and take a deep breath. There's a lot of emotions, a lot of things I think about. I think the fans feel that way too leading up to the game. Stadium's rocking, everybody's going crazy. That's when true competitors and playmakers come out. Energy builds off of energy, and that's how it is with the fans.
Can't wait to get home for Christmas. Great. We're stuck here. What are you doing?
Thank you, Junior.
Feeling the squeeze in the Steel City. Feeling the Finns fishing for a win. And the playoff.
See, now I don't know who all is wanting what team to win. I do like the Eagles, but
This is a general audience.
I'm a Packers fan.
Monsters Funday football.
So I want the Eagles to lose. So Packers can get that first place.
Okay, kids, time to talk about a part of the game I love. On-field celebrations. Or as Mike told me to call them, celebrations.
I mean, I've got some
I guess Mike got it wrong when he said
Hurts rookie cards and stuff, and I got them graded. And of course, I want them to do good because it makes the value go up. But on the other hand, I want the Packers to secure that #1 seed in the playoffs.
Man throws the football really hard on the ground. Bam! Lots of players like to do dance moves. Like the, the funky chicken. And then there's the gritty robot or something like that. Now, some players will use the football as a prop. Some involve their teammates. And some really ambitious ones even get the fans in on it. So yeah, football celebrations. They're big, bold, sometimes a little confusing,
but always full of heart, just like us monsters.
If you want to see some great celebrations, stay tuned at halftime. It's the first ever cheer canister challenge. They're going to have an accuracy competition.
You want to see this. This is one of the highlights of the day.
It's a tug of war. Mike and Sully going toe-to-toe. 3rd and 5 to start the second quarter. Jalen Hurts' pass is intercepted. Picked off by R.J. Mickens, the Chargers' rookie safety, his 3rd career pick. And that's the first play of the quarter. It sounds like they're going to review this play to make sure that Mickens caught the ball before it hit the ground.
That's going to be a huge. We've already seen one turnover get overturned on the Eagles from the penalty. Man, Jalen Hurts is just not a quarterback, Drew, that really throws interceptions. He just doesn't. And last week against the Bears, he threw one early on in this game. If this interception stands, he throws one. He's a quarterback that has been on a historic tear when it comes to not giving the ball away to the other team. If this stands as an interception, this is a really uncharacteristic mistake.
And Roz is watching this official review. It would be Hurts' 3rd interception of the season. The Eagles are tied for the league in fewest turnovers on offense.
Great point. It's just not who they are.
And we just got word that that play has been reviewed and overturned. Incomplete pass, so no interception thrown by Hurts. It is 4th down.
Think about it. The Eagles, I just mentioned, you get the interception by Cooper DeJean. That's taken away by a penalty. And so there's a break there. Then Jalen Hurts throws an interception. It ends up getting overturned. So that's a break there as well.
A lot kind of leveling out for these two teams. So even though it's not a turnover, the Eagles do have to give the ball back. They'll punt it with Braden Mann. Return man is Sully. And he's got a lot of green grass in front of him. Some space for Sully. A nice move to evade the defense. Sully hitting the turbo. And he is tripped up at the 20-yard line. Lost 10 yards on that return, but he gets an A for effort. Let's bring in Mike Wazowski again. Mike, you're a lot smaller than Sully, so how are you going to stand a chance in the halftime cheer canister challenge?
Oh, it's going to take more than fur and muscle to win tonight, my friend. It's like I always say, the bigger they are, the worse they smell. Now, what I lack in brawn, I make up for in brains, not to mention strikingly better looks. Now, between you and me, it's something, Sully's been jealous of since we met at Monsters U. Now, don't get the wrong idea. Nobody loves that big, hairy pile of scary more than I do. But when it comes to thinking outside the box, Sully hasn't got a chance against me. No offense, pal.
Mike's been in a commercial, on the cover of a magazine. Can he also win the cheer canister challenge? We'll find out in about 15 minutes.
Don't go anywhere. Monsters Funday Football will be right back.
Smiling first can help someone find the courage to do the same.
Back to Monsters Funday Football.
All right, so James P. Sullivan, we know he's got the size, Dan. He's clearly got some skill.
Unbelievable. You start him off at, we call that defensive end, that rush guy. one-on-one block. He just used his power and strength to bring down the quarterback. Then let's put him at running back and just throw him the ball. And the ability to run away from everybody. This might be like backside of the backfield. Just throw it to him front pylon. He's been unbelievable so far. We got a lot of really good running backs in the NFL. Jahmyr Gibbs of the Lions, Christian McCaffrey of the 49ers.
Thank you, Lodak.
Jacobs of the
I
Packers.
wish you do more than unhide them. Just get them all.
You just do not see very many players like that who are going to get a sack on defense and then score a touchdown on offense. He's got a pretty good teammate in the backfield, the rookie Omarion Hampton, who goes for 15 yards on the first play of this drive. And Art is excited about that. Seems like he's doing a lot of cheering for the Chargers.
Art's got a lot of moves to him, too. A couple of flips, a couple of twirls. One of those signs. Always driving by those stores and people are just spinning the sign. I think Art's got that skill as well.
He's known Mike and Sully since their days in the Kuzma Catholic fraternity at Monsters U. Hampton is still the running back. High formation. He dots the eye back there behind Herbert. Short gain on first down of just one. Pushed out of bounds by Zach Baum, one of the best in the league. And there is a flag as the CDA comes in to call it. It's a hold against the offense. So the Chargers will back up.
All right, so when you were a kid, were you scared of the dark? Like if one of these guys pops through the door, would you get scared? Still are scared of the dark? Do we sleep with a nightlight?
Dan, we're on national television. I don't want to admit this.
I do. I absolutely still sleep with a nightlight. Hallway light has to be on.
You see a guy like Sully coming through your door. You want to have a light on. Here's Herbert. Wazowski in pursuit. Great forward tackle by Mike Wazowski. Limits him to a 5-yard gain. And Wazowski always savvy, knowing that Herbert with that broken left hand might be a little vulnerable on that tackle.
I want to go back to sleeping early. So you do have a nightlight. Is that what you're telling America?
Yeah, occasionally. Tonight I will, after seeing all these monsters standing. Well, we want to know, everyone watching at home, do you have a nightlight? We know that these monsters sometimes can look and sound scary.
I still sleep. There's a bathroom light on. There's a hallway light on. I don't want to be in the dark. I never know what door could be open, what door could be closed. There's always got to be some form of light for me. And I'm 42.
Second and 15. Incomplete pass by Herbert. I got to say, Dan, for your age, you look great. I mean, you still got the height. Your hair looks awesome.
I don't have 3 eyes like that one.
Don't fear the cheer. The cheers are powering this game here in Monstropolis. Third down and 15. You got to think they're looking for Sully here.
Yeah, I mean, this is third and 15 is such a difficult challenge for an offense because so much space has to get gained. A pass rush for the Eagles can get home, but you have a quarterback that's one of the best in the NFL for the Chargers. I love throwing the ball to Sully.
It's Herbert in the pocket. He throws on the run, looking for Sully, and it's incomplete. Mike Wazowski in coverage. Make sure his best friend didn't make that catch.
Once again, I'm so impressed with Mike Wazowski. If you told me I'm the quarterback, I'm going to throw the ball to a guy that's 7'6" versus a guy that's not, I feel like I'm going to get a completion. Look at that camera angle shot. Mike Wazowski, the smaller, the shorter, but maybe the smarter and more aware player with an outstanding play.
It forces a punt from J.K. Scott. Eagles defense with a couple of stops after the Chargers' opening touchdown. That one nearly scraped the ceiling here in the Monster City. Covey lets out a roar as he takes it 14 yards on the return out to the 26-yard line. By the way, Dan, you're 42 years old. You're young enough to play quarterback for the Colts.
Well, friends, let me tell you. Imagine you're a monster, and you're working your scaly tail off to get the perfect scare. But just as you're about to go through a kid's store, another monster jumps up in front of you and gets in the kid's room first, and gets the scare, and all the points. Well, that's a lot like a pick six. In football, teams try to work their way down the field for a score. But when a player on defense jumps in front of a pass thrown by the quarterback and intercepts or picks it off and runs all the way back for a touchdown, that's called a pick six. They pick off the pass and they get 6 points. Total game changer. And the crowd goes, hey, next time I'll tell you about the old scoop and score.
This is a general audience program. Now back to Monsters Funday Football.
Welcome back to Monstropolis, everybody. Thanks for staying up with us on this Monday night. It's certainly worth staying up past your bedtime. You look at the cheer canister scoreboard. We got to get some big plays here, Dan. Just 3-2.
Yeah. I mean, what the Eagles need to do, I would see if Randall's around. I'd give the ball to Randall, have him disappear, and see if that can give me some yards. Mike Wazowski's something. This Eagles offense, Drew, this was one of the best offenses in recent memory last year. Saquon Barkley was going to break the rushing record. They destroyed the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. Jalen Hurts was unbelievable. And now this offense just can't get out of its own way. Just mistake after mistake after mistake. Mike Wazowski, where are you? Trying to bail this offense out.
They're so desperate, you think they're going to turn to Randall Boggs, the evil schemer, Randall Boggs?
Maybe he could disappear a little bit. None of those see his ball.
There's Sully on the pass rush, making it difficult for Hurts to find Wazowski. It hits the turf harmlessly as Sully came screaming through the line, but there is a flag as the CDA takes care of that.
What do we think getting hit by this guy feels like? I didn't even get,
Man, lights up Hurts. It was a legal contact against the Chargers defense. So first down for the Eagles at their own 30-yard line. You know, Jalen Hurts can squat 600 pounds in weight.
Not even one full Sully.
Not even one full Sully, exactly.
How much do you think you can put on your back and squat?
Definitely not a Sully size. And definitely not 600 pounds.
No. I don't think there's many guys, certainly not at quarterback, doing 600.
I know you can, Dan. Not most quarterbacks can. You see Wazowski out there again playing wide receiver.
Throw it to him.
Hurts has two running backs next to him in the shotgun. On first down, Hurts does throw. It is caught by one of those running backs. Will Shipley, the former Clemson Tiger, goes out of bounds after a short gain on first.
All right, so let's talk a little bit of offense. You know how at Monsters University, you learn like the scare you choose is a big deal. Like what kind of scare you. It's the same with play calling. There's a bunch of different plays. You got to pick the right one, and that's kind of where the Eagles, another area where they've just struggled on offense this year. Are you choosing the right play?
See if this is the right one. Hurts, after faking the handoff, throws complete. The tight end, Dallas Goedert, has a first down and then some. Out to midfield, a gain of 16. And I'd say that one passed the test of being the right play call.
It's a good scare.
Wazowski celebrating. And whoa. It's Randall.
Was that Randall?
Just for a
Are the Eagles listening to us?
Oh.
Can he put on the Eagles jersey for a couple plays?
You wouldn't be able to see him. I mean,
that's the best thing they could do right now.
Yeah. Well, talking about their play calling, the offensive coordinator is Kevin Pachulo, who some of the Eagles fans might be hoping has a monster in his closet and not been satisfied with the results of the offense the last couple of weeks. Here's Hurts. He's going to cut it loose and throw it complete. A.J. Brown with another first down for the Eagles. Another big play, which means another cheer.
There we go.
Gain of 22.
All right, here we go. Another canister. Drew, we were talking about it before. I like when quarterbacks go underneath the center. Jalen Hurts goes under. Look at A.J. Brown. 6'3", 225 pounds, unbelievable athlete, beautiful. We call that a play-action pass where you fake the run and you throw the pass behind it.
All right, people. We got 106 people in here watching and only 37 likes. Let's get them likes up. It doesn't take but 1 second just to hit that like.
And a reminder, folks, coming up at halftime.
114. We need to hit that like.
Typically yelling at Sully, telling him what to do. Wazowski this time warming up on his own. After no gain from Barkley on first down. Hurts in the shotgun on second. He scans, looks to throw. He has time. Now turns and looks to his left. Hurts dangerous as a runner. Sneaks out of bounds. 9-yard gain on second down to bring up third and short. And let's bring in Sully again. Hey, Sully, having fun out there today? You're making this game look pretty easy to play.
Yeah, well, what can I say? I guess it's just in my DNA to be as accomplished at playing this game as I am at being a scarer. But all the credit goes to my teammates and the training staff. Oh, and don't forget the chefs who whipped up an awesome pregame meal. A meal fit for a monster. And after I win the halftime cheer canister challenge, I will be taking home that tasty trophy. It is edible, right?
Oh, Sully steps in the passing lane and takes it away, but he fumbled. This ball is still up for grabs, and it belongs to the Chargers. What is happening in Monstropolis?
What just happened?
An interception by Sully. He lost the football trying to return it, but the Chargers picked up their monster teammate, and they've got possession.
So Sully starts as a defensive lineman. He then goes into the middle of the field for coverage. He gets an interception, runs with it, then fumbles. Then the Eagles pick it up. There's the interception again. Then the Eagles fumble it again, and the Chargers find a way to recover it. I've never seen anything like that.
Hurts at it for a second, but we just went through the door to Crazy Town. Chargers ball.
Monsters Funday football. We'll be right back.
All right, on commercial. Everyone hit that like now.
NFL flag.
Program. Now back to Monsters Funday football.
The Chargers and Eagles might be flying around the field tonight, but a flag football game broke out in the concourse between some monsters and the CDA. Might be tough to grab some concessions right now, but you can watch someone get served in this game. These guys deserve their own cheer canisters for the plays they're pulling off right now.
Reminder, speaking of flag football, the NFL Flag Championships presented by Toyota are coming back this summer. The best girls and boys flag football teams from around the world battle it out for the championship title. Catch all the fun this July on ESPN, ABC, more Disney networks, and to NFLflag.com to start playing today. Who knows, maybe you'll end up playing in Monstropolis with the doors floating over your head. So just to recap that last play before break, Sully had the interception, the first of his career. Then he fumbled. Jalen Hurts picked it up. He fumbled, and then it was recovered by Troy Dye of the Chargers to set them up near midfield on their own side. That was a crazy play. So it is the Chargers football with Justin Herbert still in there. Playing with a fractured left hand that he had surgery on 1 week ago today.
Trey Lance ought to be playing. Put Trey Lance in.
Solid gain on first down of 8. And let's go to Roz again. We know you're watching, Roz. Always watching. What are you seeing down on the sidelines?
Well, what I don't see is Wazowski and Sullivan bringing me the coffee I asked for over an hour ago. Instead, they're trying to get the attention of those football humans out there and bring themselves some cheers. I love those yellow flags they throw when someone isn't following the rules. Very CDA. I wish I had those to throw at Wazowski whenever he failed to file his paperwork, which is every day.
Roz getting some ideas here.
We need to get Roz in the Christmas spirit a little bit.
Yeah.
I got to brighten her afternoon.
Just send her the paperwork for Christmas spirit and she'll be all over it. No gain on the completion on second. Sets up 3rd down and 2. Herbert is flush from the pocket. He throws. That is a dart. It is complete.
What a throw.
First down, LA. Pass caught by Trey Harris, the rookie, for 18 yards and a first down.
That's just unbelievable athleticism by Justin Herbert. Moving to his left, throws that ball basically across his body. You young kids at home, if you ever played quarterback, one of the things you're taught, never throw it back across your body. That rule has changed. If you can, do it. You see, going to his left, back across his body, in between 2 defenders. Mike Wazowski can't do anything about it.
A defense for a perfect throw like that. Vidal on the carry on 1st and 10. Picks up 6 yards as Sully sees his team driving down the field. Charging down the field, if you will, maybe get ready for another touchdown.
I didn't love one of those push-ups, though. I felt like those were indeed push-ups. I'd expect more out of Sully.
You sounded like Wazowski. Of course, Mike Wazowski has called Sully Marshmallow Boy in the past because he had too much flab, but Sully is on pace to have the last laugh here today.
Feels like they're bringing up grammar school again.
Wazowski in the secondary. Hampton, the running back, on 2nd and short. No gain. Tackled by Byron Young. Starting in place of the injured Jalen Carter, the Eagles star. It'll set up 3rd down and 4. And looks like the Chargers have an injury.
Trying to get it where you can see the score.
That's a big deal, though, Drew. You talked about it before. The other injuries, now another one. That's tough for an offensive line to deal with.
Yeah, the injuries piling up. The Chargers hoping they find a door, and there's maybe an extra offensive lineman on the other side of it as we say hello to our friends in
I just made it worse.
Made a trip there earlier this season in Monstropolis.
Come on.
Don't go anywhere. Monsters Funday football will be right back.
It is what it is, I guess. I had to plug my cord in because it said I was down to 20%. I'll try to get it though.
This is a general audience spoken. Now back to Monsters Funday football.
You'll be playing in front of a sold-out crowd full of monsters. Now be honest. As a human child, were you afraid of monsters?
Absolutely. Afraid of the dark, afraid of monsters, shadows, infinite shadows.
The whole closet thing, that was a very accurate depiction for me when I was a kid. I was definitely afraid.
I was not afraid of monsters growing up. I would say that I'm still afraid of monsters today. Sometimes you do have to check the closet. You have to check under the bed, just in case you gotta fight off some baddies.
Unfortunately, I was scared of the dark. Scared of whatever's under my bed or in my closet.
Eventually, I got a nightlight in my room, so if I really had to, I could just, lean over the bed and check underneath there. Got braver as I got older, and I was able to just check to make sure there's no monsters down there.
So my trick, I had bunk beds. I told myself if I sleep on the top bunk, then they won't come up here. So sleeping on the top bunk and pillow protection. More pillows around my body.
All the players, man, I totally agree. See, it doesn't matter how big, how tough you are. You might play professional football. You still are conscious of the monsters.
How about Dayon Henley? Twins and a bunk bed.
But the pillow protection?
Oh, for sure.
That was, don't have my feet hanging over the edge of the bed. I'm still like that. You're laughing at me like you're not.
No, I am. Who is that? Who is it? But there are monsters.
Shout out to the fellas for spending some time with Roz and being honest. Also, Joe Altschneck.
Now, he's one guy who shouldn't be afraid of monsters because he can take
Still is, though.
All right, after the decline penalty against the Chargers, it's 4th down, so no dip in the kicker. Instead, they're going with Sully, the kicker. From 45 yards away, Sully is perfect. You know, the Chargers have the most accurate kicker in NFL history, Cameron Dicker, so it's going to take a lot to pull him off the field. You got a kicker like Sully. Throw him out there, he makes it a 10-3 lead. That's a cheer canister for Sully and the Chargers. He's accounted for 9 of their 10 points tonight with the receiving touchdown and then the field goal.
It's a good kick, huh? Sully's so good he's kicking spirals.
It's pretty rare.
Sully's so good he's kicking spirals. All right, so, Drew, we've talked a lot about the Eagles offense. This is I think the 3rd straight game where they've given the ball away twice, 2 turnovers. This is a football team that harps on it. Don't throw interceptions, don't fumble the football. They've got 2 of them already just to start the day. And I know it's early in this game still, 4 minutes, 55 seconds in the second quarter, but gosh, it feels like a big drive just to try to get some big plays, some points on the board, or Chargers can run away with this.
Here's Britton Company on the kick return, and he is blasted just shy of the 30-yard line. You know, they're looking for big plays, of course, to help them on the scoreboard, but help them with the cheer canisters as well. And we're under 5 minutes to play in this second quarter. We're getting even closer to the cheer canister challenge.
And it makes me think, the cheer canister challenge halftime is worth 3 cheer canisters. With this game right now, neither team just dominating. Certainly, the Chargers controlling it. If you're Mike Wazowski and the Eagles, that halftime looms huge with the ability to win 3 cheer canisters. It is a ton of fun.
See Wazowski in the backfield. Is he like a quarterback? Oh my gosh, they did it. They benched Jalen Hurts. They put Wazowski in there at QB. Let's see what Mike Wazowski can cook up on 1st down. Pressure in his face, he throws. It's incomplete.
Not so easy. Not so easy there.
He's spoken like a true former NFL QB, Dan.
Mike Wazowski good at a lot of things. Great friend. But throwing the football when other monsters are bearing down on you, not going to bode well. Now he's got to deal with Sully. So they take Mike's still in at quarterback. Okay, Mike's still in at quarterback. Looking to the right side, Sully. Do you think Sully's going to play coverage, or do you think Sully's going to blitz?
I feel like if you've got a Ferrari, you drive it.
Let the Ferrari go.
You got to rush the passer, but Sully is dropping back. Wazowski throws. Intercepted by Sully. There's no we this time, pal.
Oh, my gosh.
Sully just picked off Mike Wazowski.
This is a disaster for Mike Wazowski and the Eagles. He just throws it right to him. Look at Sully sitting there playing with what we call vision. He drives through the receiver. Looks like the receiver might fall down. Mike Wazowski, just a terrible play and an outstanding one by Sully. And my goodness, it's going to become dark in Philadelphia soon.
That's 2 interceptions in the first half for Sully.
Sully's having himself a game.
Yeah, he is the front runner for.
Never mind Matthew Stafford and Drake May. Josh Allen, Sully trying to win the MVP in one night. This is becoming a nightmare for the Eagles.
You said it might get dark. It might be like there's no power from screams or cheers or laughs. Herbert is sacked and it's stripped.
What is going on?
And the Eagles take the football right back. A strip sack from Byron Young playing in place of the injured Jalen Carter. And Philly has possession.
Monstropoulos right now is on its line. We've got fumbles, double fumbles, interceptions, more fumbles. I got to imagine the left hand injury to Justin Herbert plays a part. Remember, broken left hand, can't necessarily.
Come on, put Trey Lance in there.
Around to Kobe Dean, the guy who forces it. Wow, what a big play by the Eagles defense.
And the Eagles saying, "Fly, Eagles, fly." It was Dean with the strip sack, Young with the recovery. So back-to-back plays with a turnover.
You remember near the end of Monsters here, when Sully's like, Mike, you gotta actually scale. Like, you gotta go do it yourself. I feel like somebody in the sideline got to do that for Mike Wazowski right now. Like, get the best out of him right now. Now Sully's for the Chargers, so who's gonna take that role? But right now, this is, you felt like the game could have been over 90 seconds ago for the Eagles, and now it's new life. What movie do you like better?
Well, it's like thinking between kids, Dan.
I got 4 of them. It's not that hard.
I'm joking. Both movies are terrific. Monsters Inc. is the OG, though. Here's Barkley on the carry. And he is tackled after a solid gain across midfield. He goes, picks up 9. Second down and short.
Yeah. I agree. I like Monsters Inc. as well. I think that one's better. I think the storyline gets a little bit more home.
I also like Boo. I hope Boo is home watching.
Has to be.
Has to be watching Kitty, as she calls Sully.
All right, Sully. Gotta block him. Gotta chip him. Gotta do something.
They'll run it again with Barkley around the left side and a first down for the Eagles. A gain of 5. They only needed 1. Fresh set for Philly. Mike Wazowski, let's bring you back in. You're a pretty smart guy. Was it hard learning the Eagles playbook?
Drew, once I laid my eye on the playbook, I memorized it faster than my first scare floor manual. The only part that gave me a little trouble was the post-72 jumping giraffe load left foxtrot kiwi. Actually, it's my email password, too. Thus, the minor confusion. Anyways, as a book, it's quite impressive. And I hope they'll let me keep it because it's about 8 inches thick, so I can stand on it so I can reach the dishes on the shelves. Hey, maybe I can get the players to sign it, just like my yearbook from Monsters University.
Mike Wazowski, we've seen this since his days at Monsters View. Here's a guy who can memorize a book.
Memorize a book.
Thank you for the like. We're up to 50. That's good. Even though we got, what, 129 watching, only 50. I guess that's all right.
Gritty kind of guy.
We've got 3.5 to play. Eagles Eagles trailing by 7, but they've got the football. There's Saquon Barkley with a couple of nice cuts, great moves to pick up 13 yards. And another
I guess the other 79 people don't like it, but they're just watching it.
Another chair canister as well. Are we getting an explosive run there? I mean, if I'm the Eagles right now, it's like, hey, quarterback not playing well. Man, I would want to consistently hand the ball off to Saquon.
Well, glad you asked about the cheer canisters. There's our leaderboard, 6-4. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Here's Barkley around the left edge again, tackled by Deion Henley, the Chargers' top tackler. 2nd down and 7 coming, and a reminder at halftime, Mike and Sully's cheer canister challenge. Passing accuracy, raw strength, tug of war. Winner gets 3 canisters.
It actually shouldn't cost anything. This is supposed to be free.
Kids at home will
Tonight's broadcast.
love that.
I did it last year also.
Don't you think the kids at home with their siblings should also make a little...
Some people thought I was going to get in trouble or something. I never did.
Go their own course. Here's 2nd and 7. Hurts pass complete. It's A.J. Brown inside the red zone, which, as we learned earlier, is when you're inside the 20-yard line. Gain of 11 for number 11. And that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
Yep. It was a Simpsons.
2 minutes left in the first half. Mike Wazowski's team is on the move. Eagles trying to tie the game with a touchdown. And we're just minutes away from the cheer canister challenge.
Don't go anywhere. Monsters Funday Football will be right back.
Flash.
Unlike me, some monsters are too serious and can't have fun. Do you know any humans like that?
I know a lot of humans that are too serious, can't have fun. Jordan Mailata, he looks like a monster. Great guy, though.
The human that everyone would probably say is that is probably Jalen Hurts. When the camera is on, he always looks serious. But he's actually a pretty joyful person and likes to have fun.
I would probably say Justin Herbert. That's a serious guy. He wants to win, and I love that.
Well, Ross, to be honest with you, it might be me. it might be me. I might have the little Ross effect.
I'm pretty sure a win makes everyone happy, and it's so much more fun when we win around here.
Do you buy that Khalil Mack is serious all the time? Doesn't seem like it.
So, we got the chance to call the Chargers earlier in this year, and Jim Harbaugh said that's like one of the things that he loves about him the most is like he just brings that serious element to every single. I don't know if he's as dry as Roz, but he's definitely serious and intense.
One of the best in the league for over a decade. The Eagles start with a run out of the 2-minute warning, and Sully makes the tackle on Tank Bigsby after a gain of 4. Yes, folks, his name is Tank in the roster. His real name is Cortavius, but he goes by Tank.
He runs like his name. He runs like his name. He is a very physical. I'm not going to tell everyone he's as physical as Sully, but he's a very physical running back. Yeah, it looks like the left guard. So the person next to the center to the left, Landon Dickerson, is one of the best in the NFL. Is hurt for the Eagles, so now 2 starting offensive linemen out.
That's a big deal, but Hurts still completes it to Wazowski. He's near the goal line. Pushed out of bounds after an 11-yard gain. Elijah Morgan saved a touchdown, but it's first and goal.
Yeah, this is a nice job. We call this an RPO. Jalen Hurts, the quarterback, can hand it off if he wants to and throw the ball if he wants to. He makes the decision right after the snap. He chooses to throw the ball to Mike Wazowski in what we would call a little bit of flat route, meaning 1 yard up the field, just go to the sideline. And it's a nice completion for the Eagles offense. Got to score a touchdown here, right? You got 1 minute and 10 seconds on the clock. First and goal. I think this is 3 runs in a row, seeing if you can run the football in.
Eagles been the best team in the league in goal-to-go situations this year. But they have to call their first timeout. You get 3 timeouts per half with 1 minute and 13 seconds to play.
All right, well, up here we got some doors floating by. Dan, if you don't want to hang out with me anymore, you can jump on one or in one, maybe. Are you counting?
I am.
Why?
I'm just seeing which door is going to be 6, 7.
Oh, not bad, my friend. Now, do you think that door might lead to Santa Clara in the Super Bowl?
If I were the Chargers or the Eagles, I would jump on for a ride. I had to get it in.
I can't believe you did that.
The inner child had to get it in.
I'm sure no one watching at home understands the reference.
All right, where's Mike Wazowski? Where is he?
Wazowski playing tight end, blocking for Saquon Barkley. That is a no-yard gain. T.A.R. Tart makes the stop for the Chargers. And the LA fans love that. On a run play like that, the clock continues to run.
If you're the Chargers, you probably call a timeout. The clock not running. If I'm the Chargers, it was first and goal. I want to try to save myself time for the maybe get the ball before the half. I would have called a timeout if I'm the Chargers.
And the Chargers did do that,
Yeah.
and it's like they read your mind. Their first timeout with 1 minute 10 to play until halftime. Mentioned the Eagles, the best team in the league, goal to go. They've scored on all 16 of their possessions this year where they have a first down and goal.
All right, Mike on the left, Sully on the right. Your eyes on them.
It hurts him. The shotgun empty set on second and goal. He looks. Wazowski was in the end zone. He throws to A.J. Brown instead. It's a touchdown, but there is a flag. So let's see if this one will stand up. Oh, the child imaginations. He comes in and says it's not going to count. A hold on Jordan Mailata, and they're moving back.
Jordan Mailata is the left tackle. He's the part of the offensive line for the Eagles. He's one of the best in the business. He's probably a guy that also looks like Sully. An enormous man, but a unbelievably talented player. Jeez, for the Eagles, just mistake after mistake after mistake, and now a touchdown taken off the board. All right, Mike Wazowski, time for a big play.
That takes the touchdown away. Moves the Eagles back to the 12-yard line. Hurts under pressure. Sully almost had him. He forces the incompletion. Sully has looked like one of the best pass rushers in the entire universe in this first half.
Certainly in Monstropolis so far tonight. You see how much a penalty hurts you, though. Right? It takes a touchdown off, and now you got long.
And Sully doing a little bit of everything. You know, he's been scare of the month, about 11 months running.
I don't know who would be next year.
Lap floor and now playing football every possession.
Yeah, right through the cones. The quarterback, Justin Herbert, sees him. That's the area we call that flat, going towards the sideline. Then he's playing cornerback. A little Deion Sanders vision. Pick! Ball up high. Uses that 7'6" frame. Another interception where he drops out. Quarterback Jalen Hurts doesn't see him. Interception. I don't love the fumble, so I like a little bit more ball security. The Chargers end up getting it back after the Eagles recovered it, but what an outstanding night for Sully so far. This is awesome.
Great job by our research department putting this together and finding out that 2 interceptions is the most by a monster.
How long do you think it took him to figure that out?
Oh, we have Jake in here researching, and he found that right away. So Sully has set the record, and it's still the first half. I mean, could he get another interception in the second half?
I think if you're the Mike Wazowski and the Eagles, not only on this play, where is Sully? But also once you go into halftime, they got a little matchup, one-on-one here. Who wins the matchup? You don't have to wait till the halftime canister challenge to see who wins.
Mike and Sully lined up across from each other. Hurts on 3rd and goal. Again pressured by Sully. Shakes off of a tackler. Just has to get rid of it. Barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's an incomplete pass. More pressure from Sully. Deion Henley was in there as well. It's 4th down. The Eagles have to settle for a field goal.
Man. The monsters in Monstropolis love it. If you're the Eagles, such a good drive. You get a touchdown, penalty, and now you have to take the chance at making a field goal.
We saw them send Wazowski out for the first field goal. You see it says official review, bottom right of your screen. I believe they're looking to see if this was in fact a pass or if it was a fumble when Hurts released it.
So the rule for you kids at home is if the quarterback has the ball in his hand and his arm starts to go forward at all, it's going to be an incomplete pass. Now, if the ball is coming loose in his hand before his arm starts to move forward, then it would be a fumble. So that's what the officiating crew, even in Monstropolis, is trying to figure out.
And the Eagles, even before this play, turned the ball over 3 times tonight. Very uncharacteristic. Of course, that does include 2 on one play, where there was an interception by Sully and then a fumble from Hurts. This is what we're looking at. Does he still have possession as the arm's going forward?
Doesn't it look like on that angle that his arm was going forward? So, once again, if his arm was going forward at all, it's an incomplete pass.
Jake Elliott trying to reclaim his job for Mike Wazowski. Kicks it right through in front of Chalubi. The kick is good, and that makes it a 4-point game. 10-6. Chargers still on top of the Eagles. Busy night for the CBA as they deal with the penalty flags out on the field. We've got them running the sky cam, and they're also helping explain that the kick was good. So 2 field goals for Philadelphia. And Dan, even with their struggles, uncharacteristic for them, one of the best red zone teams in the league, one of the best goal-to-go teams in the league. That's the first time all year they haven't scored a touchdown when they had the ball on 1st and goal.
That's a great stat. This is a football team, certainly on the offensive side, that it felt like they were, for parts of this year, doing okay. And then the last 4 or 5 weeks, it really has just started to unravel. And a football team that has so much talent on offense. They've got one of the best quarterbacks in football, running backs in football, wide receivers in football, tight ends in football, and certainly a group at the offensive line. To have 6 points coming off of a week when you also really struggled when you played at home versus the Bears, the offense is very much so just a little bit of a cube of garbage.
Here's the kickoff. The Chargers will have time to try to score. And this return takes it out past the 25-yard line, past the 30. And one more reminder, the tug of war is coming out. Mike and Sully in the cheer canister challenge. You got to be thinking, how in the world could Mike beat Sully in a tug of war?
Well, take it from someone who's a little bit undersized and unathletic. You got to outthink him.
Are you talking about me?
You said it, no. You got to outthink them. You got to out-try them. You got to out-effort them. Look at me and Mike. We look the same.
You have 3 eyes between you. All right, 43 seconds. Chargers have to move quickly. Kamani Vidal is the running back next to Justin Herbert. He steps back to pass. He's got time. He throws sideline. And it's way over the head of Lad McConkey, his top wide receiver. 2nd and 10 with 36 seconds to play.
Yeah, so for the Chargers offense, it doesn't sound like a lot of time, 36 seconds. But there's a couple things. One, your quarterback is able to throw the ball 20 yards on a line. So that's almost enough to have the attempt at a field goal. You mentioned Dicker, the kicker, one of the most accurate kickers in the history of the NFL. You have a timeout, so as an offense, you're sitting there going, where do I need to get to? And then don't waste too much time with the short completion. You're trying to get a 15-yard or so throw.
And there it is, Herbert complete to Keenan Allen, old reliable.
That doesn't do a ton for you, though, because you only have one timeout. Time is of the essence. A 6-yard throw doesn't do anything for your offense. You're trying to get 10, 15, 20-yard throws.
And it keeps the clock moving, only one timeout. Down to 15 seconds. Herbert's throw is up for grabs and intercepted. It is picked off. The turnover fest continues. Adoree Jackson with his first interception of the season. There is a flag down. And will a penalty negate another turnover?
Is that 6 turnovers in the first half?
If it stands, yes.
This is the danger of being aggressive in this situation. There's a little bit of pressure. Adoree Jackson, we got 2 balls there. Adoree Jackson with just a great interception. Philadelphia gets a takeaway. And now with 8 seconds on the clock, 7 seconds on the clock, exact point stealer from Adoree Jackson. Is that what happened in Monstropolis? And now for the Eagles, you have some timeouts in the church canister. You can see if you can get yourself a field goal.
I mean, so far, Dan, more turnovers than, spread on Thanksgiving. This is crazy. 3 turnovers for each team. And now the question is for the Eagles, will they have a chance to score some points before halftime? Whoa, check it out. Mike and the Eagles have knotted the score against Sully. 6 canisters apiece and 3 canisters up for grabs at halftime. That's a huge deal.
Think about it from Mike Wazowski and the Eagles' perspective. A couple minutes ago, things looked about as bad as possible. Remember Jalen Hurts threw the interception to Sully? And then since then, they've gotten the fumble. They went down and kicked a field goal. Now they've got the ball with 7 seconds left. You could probably call one play, call a timeout, and kick a field goal. It's a really good opportunity to put some points on the board.
Ted Pauley, with all 16 of his eyes, can see he wants him to block that kick. But will they kick it on the first play of this drive? That's the question.
No, they should run a football play here.
Yeah, 10 seconds. There's Sully with Archie and Baraz. Mike's out there.
Floating doors.
Yeah, everything is here at Monstropolis.
What a great scene.
And I expect some people at halftime to hit that like. Well over 100 people watching and only 56 likes. We need to get them likes up.
The only person who can slow down Archie is Mike, typically. And yes, Archie. Even scared big. Loves the NFL. We all do. Archie, can we have the ball back, please? I mean, the play is going on. He takes it down out of bounds. It's an incomplete pass.
That's not a rushing attack.
So we think.
Not a rushing attack.
I'm not sure. That cost the Eagles 5 seconds. Really smart strategy by Sully there to take some of the time down. And it sets up a 48-yard attempt for Jake Elliott to make this a 1-point game. Elliott's kick is on the way. No good.
Jeez, dude.
He missed it wide left, and Shalugi completely unbothered.
All right, halftime. Y'all can hit them likes now. Got plenty of time.
This is a nightmare of the first half for Philadelphia. Not unlike a nightmare
you would have if you don't have your nightlight, Tim.
And don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I'd appreciate it if y'all help out my small channel. Get them subs up.
The Eagles trail the Chargers 10-6. And we've been teasing it all night. The cheer canister challenge. It's just around the corner. They've set up the course. It's almost
And
time.
thank you for luck, Ken Rising.
You want to miss this, ladies and gentlemen.
Wally next year. That would be cool. If it was Wally next year.
Monsters Funday Football. We'll be right back. General audience program. Now back to Monsters Funday Football.
That's right, it's halftime here in Monstropolis between the Chargers and Eagles. And Dan, it's something we've been waiting all season for. It's time for Mike and Sully to do battle in the cheer canister challenge. You excited?
Hold on, I am. It feels like you are, but true. These are monsters. Don't they feel like quiet right now?
What's going on?
Let's go, let's go! Everybody make some noise! Roar!
All right,
Now we're ready.
You're a real scare. Nice, everyone's ready to go. The cheer canister challenge. We're making history with Mike and Sully, former foes when they started at Monsters University, now best friends. We're doing their rivalry in this game and in this cheer canister challenge. 3 are up for grabs. Winner gets to add all 3 to their tally. Starting with the ball toss challenge, 25 seconds on the clock. Whoever knocks over the most targets wins. Then we move to the high striker. This is a classic carnival game. It's a test of pure strength. Feels like there's a favorite in that one. And then the tug of war. Who can drag their opponent into the pit filled with stinky kid socks? Ew, toxic and smelly. So whoever wins more of these challenges is going to win all 3 of those cheer canisters. Mike and Sully, they're ready to go. The crowd is hyped up. The doors are flying around. We're going to start with the ball toss challenge.
Stretch to start. Doesn't this feel like a Mike Wazowski advantage? Sully's big, so much power, but it feels like Mike's probably just a little bit more active.
I think so, and Roz is going to be keeping score for us during this cheer canister challenge. Sully's going to start. We'll see if you're right, Dan. Whoa!
All right, good start. All power.
That's a dart from Sully. Look how nonchalant he is. There it is. A little fire. Oh, my goodness, what a throw. Look at the power on that thing.
Yeah, but it's not hitting anything.
It's doinking and doinking and another doink doink. Oh my gosh, off of Smitty Needleman and George Sanderson.
Well, that's deflating.
That's it. That's
unbelievable.
That's the ball toss challenge for Sullivan. So now Wazowski's got a chance, and his #1 fan. I don't think they're going to be feeling blue for much longer if he wins this. Mike.
Oh my gosh.
The turf monster got it. That's a sack.
Well, that's not a good start for Team Wazowski.
But if you know anything about Mike, he's resourceful. So that looks like it might work. The cheer canister. Oh my goodness.
No way.
He knocked out all 7 targets.
Obviously intentional.
Yes. Just how he drew it up. Sully can't believe it. Roz, as the ball sails overhead, awards Mike the win. And Wazowski takes the 1-0 lead, but he might be in trouble for this one, the high striker.
It's just, I mean, size is what size is.
Check this out.
What is he going to do?
He might have a strategy that could win him this thing.
He's all in. You talk about self-sacrifice, putting the body on the line.
Going to use gravity to his advantage here. Look at him building up speed. This is going to be big. Oh, no. Safety first. He had the helmet. It acted as a parachute, and I don't think that's going to get the job done.
Well, I know Monstropolis. Open doors are bad, but there was one for Sully now.
Yeah, the door's wide open, and he charges right through it.
Easy win.
Look at all that power. Hey, we're going to send you an invoice for that, Sully. That high striker you just broke. Look at the sportsmanship again. Sanderson, Needham, and Smith, they all like it. Roz says, yes, Sully, you're the winner of the high striker. So, Dan, it's all going to come down to the tug of war now.
Who you going with? Who you picking this?
Look at that walk in from Sully. He's confident. I got to go Sully here.
See, there's something about Mike Wazowski that he just finds a way when the pressure's on the biggest moment to make it work. I'm going to go team Mike Wazowski.
All right. What can Mike come up with? Because Sully, I mean, he's making this look easy.
Not a great start.
This is just a walk in the park for Sully. He's always thinking about everybody.
He's too nice.
Yeah, he sees Mike's biggest fan and says, come on in. Join the tug of war.
Don't do it, Sully. He's too nice.
Look at this. Mike's got 4 teammates now, and maybe Sully bit off more than he could chew.
Is he going to do it?
Mike, with a little help from his friend, sends Sully into the nasty sock pit. Yeah, Sully. Your kindness came back to bite you, and Mike wins the cheer canister challenge.
Upset City.
How about Wazowski? He's a winner of the first ever cheer canister challenge. And look, he's on a Polaroid. How about Mike Wazowski, Dan? I mean, can you believe it? Are you surprised by that?
I'm not surprised. I mean, the guy's been on the cover of a magazine, but I'm also, is there anything he can't do? He wins at everything.
Yeah, he's been on a magazine, he's been in a commercial, now he's the face of the cheer.
We're not worthy.
Mike Wazowski has done it, and this is after a very suboptimal first throw. Then he goes ahead and hits all 7 targets at once with his second throw. Kind of expected this, Sully, to dominate this one, dropping the hammer, literally, in the high striker. That tied us up at 1, and then after a good start for Sully, Mike uses the power of friendship to send Sully tumbling to an L in the cheer canister challenge. So Mike wins the 3 cheer canisters. He is the winner. We've got the second half coming up next.
Monsters Funday Football. We'll be right back.
I'm starving.
Sorry.
Is there any food at halftime? Slime slices, maybe? Anything?
Come on, Mikey, let's get back on track. We wanted to let you guys know we're proud of you. You're working together, playing hard, giving it your all.
Now we know only one team is going to walk away with a win tonight, just like me, the winner of the Cheer Canister Challenge against my good friend Sully here. But deep down, we are all winners tonight.
We brought the NFL to Monstropolis. It's a night we are all going to remember for a long time. Everyone is watching.
Oh, boy. All right, guys, let's go back out there, finish strong, and have fun.
You said it, Mikey. Now smile for the camera.
I'm watching, always watching. And it's time to get back out there.
Yes, it is, and you see the fans ready for action in the second half. There's a great look from our CDA cam. One of the biggest plays in the first half, a 60-yard catch and run early out of the backfield for the Chargers. Dan is on the field to break it down. What do you got, Dan?
Yeah, let's break this down kind of monster style. Drew, you mentioned the 60-yard catch, how it happens, and then paying it off with the touchdown. It's really about Justin Herbert. Let's play this play and watching him maneuver the pocket and finding his back. It's absolutely outstanding because you get pressure from the defensive line, and if you're Justin Herbert and you're climbing in the pocket, you're trying to see where the defense is moving. Is it moving left or moving right? You pause it right here. Once you see those linebackers kind of in the middle of the field shift towards the right, you can play it. That means nobody's accounting for your running back. His vision, outstanding. He sees the back, dump it off. And now it's really what we call yards after the catch. It's really nice for Justin Herbert to have the ability to dump the ball off to a tailback. And look at the speed, running away from the defense as you get a huge chunk gain. But now, you get in the red zone and you want to pay it off. You want to figure out a way that that little check down can really become a touchdown for your offense. Now, down in the red zone, you talked about it to start the game. This is where you want to go get touchdowns. You can play to the next play. We get into what we call a shrunk down or condensed formation. We get the receivers close to each other. You get a little bit of a pick. And once again, it's a very easy throw from the quarterback to the tailback for a touchdown.
All right, great stuff, Dan. You saw fans are ready for the third quarter to begin. The Chargers cashing that touchdown in. That's how they lead it by 4 as we start the third. Hassan Haskins on the kick return for LA. Brings it out past the 30-yard line. And let's check in again with Mike Wazowski. Hey, Mike, I don't think many people thought you stood a chance in the Cheer Canister Challenge against Sully. Here you are, victorious. How'd you do it? Who are you taking to dinner after the game?
Drew, it's like I always say, eye on the prize. Now, I know a lot of people doubted that I could do it, but I never let that stop me because I represent all the vertically challenged, one-eyed, four-fingered, three-toed monsters in this world. As for my +1 for dinner, I'm thinking about asking Roz. No, really, my date will, of course, be the lovely, hissing-head beauty with a heart of gold, Celia May.
All right, we got almost 100 people in here. One question I'd like to know. Who is your favorite team in the NFL? Mine being the Packers. But who is your favorite team?
Challenge victory, and also to be celebrating a nice play from his Eagles defense on the first play of this third quarter. Sully in it, running back for the Chargers. He gets a handoff from Justin Herbert, bounces to the outside, and picks up 6 yards.
Another Chiefs. I do PC Mahomes cards.
Just tackled Sully, which is no easy task.
You mentioned it. Zach Bond. Okay, Mike. One of the best football players in the NFL. I wonder what the halftime is. What's the plan for
Rams.
Eagles defense to try and slow down this Chargers offense?
Well, they got to stop Herbert. They don't do it here. Justin Herbert scrambles for 5 yards.
I'm from Wisconsin. I'm born and raised in Wisconsin. I'm diehard Packers.
As a quarterback, sometimes when you drop back and you just feel the defensive line almost separate. Leaving a door open is the worst thing you can do, but it's almost like a door opening. And he stepped through it. And Justin Herbert did a really nice job.
You got a good chance of beating us because Bears are for real this year.
As a quarterback, like
I thought they were just a joke. There's no joke.
Wazowski is in there.
They could have won. They could have actually beat us yesterday.
Stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Mike Wazowski was in there for the tackle. It brings up 2nd down and 10. You know, for the Chargers, this is a critical game, Dan. They're 8-4 coming in. If they win this game, they move up to the 5th seed in the AFC for playoff position. If they lose, they're down to the 8th seed. Only 7 teams make.
I got quite a few of Patrick Mahomes' cards graded.
Having some of the star quarterbacks of the past couple of years right now, it's still a conference that's got a bunch of really good football teams.
I PC him. I PC Brock Purdy.
Almost missed out big tackle there, but to your point, this is a big game to keep track with
DeMar Hamlin.
The Los Angeles, the Denver Broncos lead their division. There's some good football teams in the AFC. Come on, vision.
I actually PC DeMar Hamlin more than I do anyone.
Break to the ball.
Doing it all with a smile on his face. Making sure Quentin Johnston didn't spring free for a big play and another cheer canister. Eagles might be losing on the scoreboard, but they do.
Man, don't ever count them out, the Chiefs, even though they lost. Geez, if they make it to the playoffs, for some reason they always seem like here lately getting the Super Bowl.
Hampton with some powerful running that Art appreciates.
Art's been a lot of action tonight from Art. That was a big collision. Both running back and linebacker kind of doing their job perfectly. And okay, so the Chargers, you come out in the second half. That's a big thing in football. You always, if you get the ball, you want to start fast. It's what we call starting fast. Can you find a way to get a first down? And now is that Sully in at tailback for the Chargers?
Because of what happened when he passed, when he pretty much they had to revive him on the field, and what he went through, and then came back and played. I mean, that takes a lot of courage. And for him not to give up, I got nothing but respect for that kid.
Got the ball first after halftime because they won the coin toss before the game and deferred, which is a good lesson in delayed gratification. You don't always want to take the prize right away if it's going to be better down the line. On 2nd down and 8, here is Sully. And he's brought down after a gain of just 1. 3rd down and 7 coming. Let's go back to Roz. Hey, Roz, what have you seen so far?
Oh, man, was it ever.
On the field?
Not much. Seriously, he may be small and only have one eye and a bunch of other glaring issues, but somehow he's managing to turn all of that into
You hear about something about a Dak Prescott move?
Leave it to Wazowski.
I just had something flash across my phone, said something about Dak Prescott move.
All right, Roz. Not much credit for him there as Justin Herbert.
Well, I can't look it up because I'm using my phone to watch his.
No, I'll look it up real quick. Since this is like 4 or 5 plays behind, whatever whenever you see Mike Wazowski or Sully out there, they'll be making them.
Yeah, the main play.
Yeah.
Let's see what you can find on Dak.
I'm tackling for a 15-yard loss. But a really nice job by the Chargers, Kamani Vidal, of picking up a blitz. And then Herbert, that's twice tonight. Really big conversions with his run on 3rd down.
That last one earned them a cheer canister. Gain of just 1 yard on 1st down.
I'm telling you, Drew, this, I know there's
I bet you are.
Have just starts. But just the way that this offense for Philadelphia is playing, it's huge for them to try to hold the Chargers to a field goal and keep this as a 1-score game. If the Chargers
I couldn't agree with you more, Jake.
17-6, it's a 2-score game. Do the Eagles have enough firepower to try and track that down? Do they try to throw the ball a little bit more? Mike Wazowski playing safety right now. Really got to try to find a way to slow this offense.
Keep an eye on Wazowski on the back line. Herbert's pass complete. The rookie tight end, Funday Gadsden, tripped up by Wazowski. And it brings up third down as Wazowski keeps him from crossing the first down. I'm hoping nobody keeps us from crossing the velvet ropes at the Canister Club.
Couple bubbles, couple suds in there, couple daddy sodas.
Some sludge, maybe?
We could go there. Me, you, Ben Johnson, shirt off, daddy sodas, have a good time.
Daddy sodas. I don't really know what they're serving in the Canister Club, to be honest with you, Dan. It is getting late, though.
Well, as soon as we go to commercial, you Chiefs fan, I'm gonna show you my Mahomes, what I've got so far. Not my graded cards, just my other collection.
Knocks him out of bounds. No gain. Fourth down.
That's a huge play by Mike Wazowski. Talked about it last play. Him at the safety position. Look where he starts and see how much space he covers. He's all the way backside of the run. Look at vision.
Kick a field goal. Don't go for it. Don't go for it.
That's a big tackle by the little guy.
Take that, Roz.
Yeah.
There we go.
Say something nice about Mike next time.
So they bring out Cameron Dicker for a 36-yard attempt.
So when
Cameron Dicker never misses. There is a flag on the field.
Uh-oh.
This could be a big one. This could be a big one. If it's on the defense, it might give the Chargers a fresh set of downs.
Uh-oh.
Oh, my gosh.
That ain't good.
Against Philadelphia and Moro Ojomo. And that gives the Chargers a first down.
So for everyone at home, leverage is a rule where you're not allowed, as the defense, to put your hands on an offensive lineman protecting on the field.
Chargers need to throw the ball to Johnston. He's their number one receiver.
You can jump up, but you just can't use them as almost like a trampoline. We've seen this called with the Broncos and the Colts this year. Ojomo was the player that was offsides when Cooper DeJean had his interception in the first half. Now this gives the Chargers offense, after you just forced a field goal, another opportunity. Those are two crucial penalties. Not a penalty we see commonly called.
Throw it to Johnston. Throw it to Johnston.
And it sets the Chargers up with a golden opportunity to get this ball in the end zone. Take a double-digit
Green flying rat.
Sully's the running back. Herbert, with that broken left hand, will take this from under center. Pitch it out to the big guy, Sully, wrapped up in the backfield.
Oh my God, what are you doing, Chargers?
Mike Wazowski was in the area. Reed Blankenship
Throw it to Johnston. Your number one receiver.
When a teammate committed a penalty like that, listen, guys make mistakes. I never liked when coaches brought them off the field. No, you just made a mistake. Stay on the field and make up for it. You know that everyone makes bad plays.
Not getting
so
much.
You know,
right now on the sideline.
I'm curious what movie they did.
I'm seeing trade speculations, and I'm seeing him and Trayvon Diggs were going to a hospital to do something.
Oh, okay.
I'm not too sure exactly what the move we're talking about. The deadline's getting ready to come up anyways.
Oh.
Tries to step up into the gap, and he is sacked. Another negative yardage play for the Chargers. It's 3rd and goal from a mile away.
And that should be another cheer canister, right? So this Mike Wazowski-led Eagles team, even though they're making some mistakes, and goodness gracious, it has been sloppy at times. They're on a little bit of a heater with the cheer canisters.
Now look at that, racking them up. Now a 4-canister lead, 10-6. Which mirrors our score.
Come on, throw it to Johnston.
4-point lead. What are they going to dial up on 3rd and goal? What do you got here?
Throw it to the person that's open.
Johnson. Nope, that's not Johnson.
That's what they tried to do, but Vidal can't squeeze it. The screen pass falls incomplete, so the Eagles make the mistake on the field goal, but it's not going to cost them.
Yeah, that's a great job by the Eagles defense of, kind of quick change. We call that in football quick change. You think something's going to happen, all of a sudden the penalty, you got to get back out on the field as a defensive group. Good job by their defensive unit, just kind of rectifying that bad play, that penalty.
Tech Pauly wants a block kick. Just whatever you do, Eagles, don't put your hands on someone and use him to jump into the air.
You got it.
Don't need another leverage call. Dicker the kicker is kicked right down the middle. And it's 13-6 Chargers. So after all that, back to where we thought we'd end that drive. 3 points for the Chargers.
Wait, who is this?
Bob Peterson. Oh, the CDA can't get it. Get on the Bob.
Okay. All right, you Chiefs fans. Let me grab it. Okay. Let me make sure I'm going to hold this at the right. Hold it right there. Yeah, okay, there's my Mahomes binder. Got the little keychain. Says PSA 10 kaboom. Patrick Mahomes. But I don't know if you can see it all or not, but I'm going to hold it here. I don't know if you can see it, but there's some of my cards that I have of Mahomes. Let's see if I'm holding it right here. Okay. I don't have any two cards exactly the same. Is it back? Yeah, it's coming back. Anyway. And there's my one-on-one. All right. Yep.
Big game, maybe even a touchdown. And the crowd goes wild. That play, my friends, is called a flea flicker. Though I still don't know what it has to do with fleas. But Drew, you may know. You look like you might have fleas. Oh, back to the game.
Are you kidding? What did I do to deserve that? Did you tell him I smell bad?
No, I'm actually pretty good with them making that decision that you have fleas. I'm okay with that. I think that you probably do. Standing next to, I see and smell. That's a thing.
How could you say that, Dan? I'm already short and I have a toupee on.
Hair looks great.
And now you're saying I have fleas?
Hair looks great. We're in Monstropolis. I'm sure you're not the only one.
At least my tie looks great.
Sure.
So does yours. I lift my teammates up. I don't tear them down. At least the fans like me.
Dude, what do we think about the flea flicker demonstration and breakdown? We into that?
Yeah, I like that.
You were the Eagles. Would you call them on?
Something that might work. I mean, you need to try anything. Throw something at the wall and see if it sticks. On the kickoff return, it's Britton Covey past the 35-yard line. He fumbled it, but Covey jumps back on top of it, so he recovered his own fumble. He said, put that thing back where it came from, or so help me. Which is a play that Mike and Sully are working on.
I know in Monsters, Inc., human children are toxic. I think holding on to the football right now for both these teams is also. We got the ball all over the ground. That could have been the 7th turnover of this football game with 20 minutes to go. Eagles catching some breaks. This isn't like a football team. You gotta take advantage of these at some point. Mike Wazowski, right side of the screen, make a play.
Hurts under center, fakes the handoff to Barkley. Looking for Wazowski, he's got him. A downfield hit, Hurts to Wazowski, 26 yards.
Remember I was talking about how the Monsters learn what's scared to pick it when I've talked about this. Put the quarterback underneath the center. Run, play, action. It just has an impact on the defense that is unlike anything else. Look at Mike Wazowski. Get vertical. We call this a corner route. You go up straight and then on an angle, corner to the sideline. Good throw and catch. Needed start. I throw it to him again.
Hurts in trouble.
Nice play.
Bounces away, doesn't throw to Wazowski, but instead throws it out of bounds. Dallas Goedert, the receiver in the area.
I'm here, I'm getting mad. We're not throwing to the Monsters. He's wide open. Throw the ball.
And the people running the jump are trying to agree with you. He played with some great wide receivers, Dan. Of course, Calvin Johnson comes to mind. How do you think Mike compares to Megatron?
Oh, man, I mean, I got to be serious here. And Calvin's one of the greatest physical specimens I've ever been around. I don't know if Mike Wazowski screams that. Smart. Calvin's one of the smartest people I've ever been around, one of the nicest people, one of the hardest working people. Mike Wazowski's got some of those traits, but Sully said sit down.
Sully, oh yeah, he can't wrap up Saquon Barkley, who jets out of bounds. He made a great play to elude Sully, but didn't gain any yards. He lost a 4, and Sully blew that play up from the jump.
Calvin would be the combination of the two. Calvin would be the combination of Sully and Mike Wazowski. Unbelievable physical gift. Big, fast, strong, tall, athletic, but then have the skills of Mike or the traits of Mike, which is nice, he's smart, he's encouraging, he's got great work ethic. They should put a gold jacket on that guy.
No doubt. Third long for Hurts. His throw's complete. It's A.J. Brown as they continue to go away from Wazowski. It brings on 4th down. Sully playing for the Chargers tonight. Let's bring Sully back in here. Hey, Sully, what's it like playing for Jim Harbaugh?
I mean, I can ask that a lot, Drew. That guy is so intense. He makes Roz seem like a teddy bear, which, for the record, is not the case. Let's just say Coach Harbaugh would have been a great guy to have on the sky floor back in the day.
Jim Harbaugh, he is intense, but intense. Yeah. 54-yard try from Jake Elliott. It's hooking toward the upright and just sneaks in like Boo snuck through the door into Monsters in. The kick is good, but the Eagles still without a touchdown tonight. They're hanging around. We'll give them a cheer canister for that 50-plus yard field goal. You got to be thinking for the canister club. This is what they're looking at, Dan. Feed the beast. Feed Mike Wazowski.
Throw it to him as much as you can.
Look at those hands. High on the ball. Good one.
Monsters Funday Football. We'll be right back.
Thank you. Well, the only thing I ask everyone is just please hit that like and please subscribe to my small channel. I open up a lot of sports cards, football, baseball, basketball. I always go live on the channel when my grandson's here, my 10-year-old grandson. We open up Pokemon. He loves that Pokemon. And we're back.
Roz, I have a sign up in my office that says, "It's my way or get out." Who on your team has to always get their way?
I'm just gonna say me. I'm just gonna say me.
I'd have to give it to the quarterback, because everybody goes with him, so Jalen Hurts has to have it his way. If he doesn't like the play, it's probably not going to be good.
I think we can skip that one.
Well, Roz, I think the guy that always gets their way can be Justin Herbert, which is fair. He's our quarterback. We go as he goes.
The great thing about this team, we don't have no my way guys, but if I had to pick, I'd probably say Keenan Allen.
right, Dan. When you're not here at Monstropolis, you can be seen on NFL Live. Which of your NFL Live teammates always have to get their way?
Oh, my goodness.
All of them?
Okay. One, me.
Yeah.
Two, Rutledge. And she's the host.
Kind of like the quarterback.
Yeah.
She should get her way.
Yeah. You want her to have her way. She's like the best, one of the best in the world at what she does. If I had to take the NFL Live crew and give them monsters, Rutledge would be Celia. Marcus would be Sully. Nina would be Randall, but she's so sneaky. She's so sneaky. RC? I gotta think of RC.
Maybe Ted Hawley, because he sees everything. Yeah, that's 1569. RC can break down that film. He sees it all.
Those are my pops.
There's Herbert on the scramble, picks up about 5 yards on the first play of this new drive. By the way, where is Nina? Is she still in Springfield?
Yeah, she's been there since last year.
Yeah, we saw her there last year.
Her and Lisa are doing color painting, water painting. They're watercolor painting.
I don't know. What if there's a door to Monstropolis in Springfield? Maybe we could get Nina with us here.
I say we go get a soda later, find a door to Springfield, and see if we can find MK.
See if Nina will join us in the Canister Club after this game. I'll tell you what, still up in the air. Which team's going to be celebrating? 2.5 to play in the third. Justin Herbert and the Chargers led by Sully. On top by 4. Nice run by Kamani Vidal. Past the 45-yard line near midfield. A gain of 17.
Cheer canister.
But it might be coming back, man.
Oh, come on.
Might be no 17 yards and no cheer canister. And that is the truth. A 23-19 with the yellow penalty flag. Holding on the tight end, Will Disley. I'll tell you what, though, Dan, this second-year pro Kamani Vidal, great story, too. 6th-round pick out of Troy, a smaller school. Not many people expected a whole lot from him in the league. He's been great this year.
I'm a huge fan of his. So the Chargers came into this season, drafted Marion Hampton in the 1st round out of North Carolina. Sully, we call that a burpee. We call this a burpee. Some of you might call it an up-down.
He literally burped.
Yeah, the CrossFit obsessed to call it a burpee. We've been calling it up-downs for about 40 years. And then they had Najee Harris, both kind of dealt with some let's go,
Mike Wazowski. He doesn't care which running back is in there blocking.
Mike's showing up in the second half. We saw a huge tackle on 3rd down. Now a massive sack. It's a big deal. Just talking about how the other 2 backs got hurt. Vidal's been really good for them. But this is about this Eagles defense. They played relatively good football. Outside of that first drive, right? That big completion. Mike Wazowski's got his playing good football.
And it's a 3rd and 22, man. These offenses are struggling. They're just going to keep it on the ground with Vidal. Just a 4-yard gain, 4th and forever. The Eagles fans who are watching here in Monstropolis cheer on their defense. Let's go to Mike Wazowski, whose team is playing well. What's it like playing with the Philadelphia Eagles, Mike?
Drew, I don't even have the words. Talk about a perfect fit. The color of my skin, the length of my tongue. I was born for this, though the one eye can be a problem. I like to call our relationship a match made in
We got to figure it out.
Fly, Eagles, fly.
So it'll stay on, it'll play, and then all of a sudden it just shuts off. You can hear the volume. Trust me, I'd love to have the bigger one in the background. 70-inch all day.
Some more cheering to fuel the Canister Club. It is Chargers 13, Eagles 9. Philly getting the ball back when we return.
Canister Club's crazy.
Don't go anywhere. Monsters Funday Football will be right back.
So a lot of times we can unplug it and it'll come on. It'll show the games, and then, you know, you're into something, all of a sudden, bang. Screen just goes blank. So I don't know. I don't know what it is. We had that TV for probably almost 2 years when it did that. It should have never done that, but I don't know if we're going to have someone come fix it or we're just going to junk it. Probably wait till I can find another good deal on a 70-inch. I love the 70-inch. Oh, wait, or is that 75? The wife got it. 70 or 75-inch?
So you want to know about a pancake block, huh? All right. But you better listen. Get it? Pancakes, batter. All right, now don't worry about it. Here we go. First, you've got a running back with the ball. And he's
Absolutely,
trying to run with it,
we don't.
which makes sense because the word is in his name. But you got those big, scary defenders trying to tackle him. Well, luckily for the running back, he has friends trying to block those guys. And when one of them drives a defender back with such force, he's knocked right on his back, flat, like a pancake. Hence, we call it a pancake block. Oof, boy, that explanation made me hungry. Waiter, pancakes, please. And don't forget the syrup.
This is a general audience program. Now back to Monsters Funday Football.
Does anybody else in here like pickle juice, or is it just me? I like to go buy pickles in jars and pour myself a, you can see the seeds and stuff in there.
Games have been played in Germany since 2022.
I love pickle juice.
Over 20 million NFL fans in Germany, the largest fan base in Europe. Want to say hello to everybody watching here in Monstropolis from across the pond. A handoff to Saquon Barkley. That could be the final play of the third quarter, but there is a flag now. This is going to be an offside against the defense. T.O. Tarver.
Mine's not an alcoholic. Low that.
CDA getting a lot of action, a lot of run tonight.
Wife like to eat the pickles. I like the pickle juice.
I'd love to have a couple more points. A couple more points, maybe a couple more cheers.
Don't get greedy over there.
Yeah.
You'll get your 13 to 9 if you like.
These kids deserve more cheers, dang it.
Absolutely. See if Wazowski can make something happen.
I'm the Eagles quarterback. I'm going under center. How many different times can I get the football to Mike Wazowski? I got a quarter left trying to win the game.
Oh, wow.
Hurts is under center. Look at the final play of the quarter.
Getting the last going.
And just gets rid of it. Out of bounds. Second down and 5 with James P. Sullivan imposing on defense for the Chargers.
I love Mike too. I'd throw him the ball more. That's the down and distance. That's the first down tongue right there. Also being used as a jump rope.
I thought Ronald said no playing around with the 1st and 10 tongue.
Not the best listeners.
They can get Wazowski involved. He's only got 6 touches in this game.
Not a lot. I wonder why you're losing. Gotta block Sully. Play
clock down to 1. Hurts takes the snap just in time. They do block Sully. It's Goddard on a screen pass caught behind the line of scrimmage, and the tight end takes it 4 yards to set up 3rd down and 1. And that'll be the first play of the 4th quarter, a critical one.
So they gonna do the tush push.
Trying to hang on to this lead. As Archie the scared, we just cannot get this guy under control. He's the only one gaining yards out there. Fourth quarter is next.
Don't go anywhere.
All right.
Sunday football will be right back.
Couple of things. Got to make sure that if you haven't already, please hit that like. Second is please subscribe to my small channel. And third, do you think the tush push should be illegal, or do you think it's okay? I mean, it really doesn't matter to me. But since I'm a Packers fan, I like to see the Chargers win. Puts them, like, in first place. I mean, if the Eagles win, they win. I ain't going to be mad. If the Chargers win, I ain't going to be mad. Just as long as it's a good game. Anything else the Dirty Birds should be illegal. Oh, we're back.
Step inside Monstropolis' most exclusive spot, the Canister Club. Featuring a larger-than-life canister in the middle of the action, you'll find laughs, scares, and a frighteningly good time. You'll have an easier time getting a table just about anywhere. There's a rumor that even Sully struggled getting past the door. So if you see me busting a move in there, no you didn't.
Okay, well, after roaming the sidelines tonight, you can get in anywhere. We're starting the fourth quarter here in Monstropolis. The party has already begun.
House music.
Over in the Canister Club. I mean, they're using a lot of energy there. We got to generate a lot of laughs, a lot of cheers in this game, just to power the Canister Club. All right, big play here. Third down and 1, Dan. What do you do if you're the Eagles?
If I'm the Eagles, I put Jalen Hurts under center. I hand the ball off to Mike Wazowski.
Oh, yeah, they fake the touch push. They pitch it to Wazowski. He's gone.
Holy cow.
In his wake, Mike Wazowski has proven tonight he is something special. Eagles take the lead on a 52-yard touchdown.
What a big play by Mike Wazowski. We were just talking about the Eagles. They needed to give him the football more and more and more. It's by far the thing that has done the best for their team. Another chair canister for this offense.
Oh, look. Another touchdown. I am so excited.
So are we, Roz. Wow. It's Wazowski. They faked the tush push or the brotherly shove, whatever you want to call it, the quarterback sneak, and instead they sent it to the outside, and Wazowski and Dan, check out the wheels on the little green guy.
Unbelievable play call. You call it. They kind of fake the tush push. They get the superstar tailback. Very clear vision to the end zone. No one, not even Sully, is going to catch him.
Monsters Funday Football. We'll be right back.
Whoop, come back on. My bad.
Is Mike, flames and sweat coming off of him as he's running?
He's trying to get snacks out of the fridge and it comes right back on.
All that sweat and
you're not the halftime
skin.
You're not the halftime canister challenging champion for nothing, man.
What a night for Mike.
Hey, we got almost as many likes as we did people in here watching. That's awesome.
On the cheer canister challenge, and now his team, the Eagles, a 16-13 lead, their first
lead of the game here in Monstropolis. This is shaping up to be a really entertaining finish. One you definitely want to stay up for.
Have to. If you don't stay up for this, you're gonna miss fireworks, scares, cheers.
Be entertaining if they went into overtime.
I don't know if I pronounced that the right way. Scare, cheer.
Scares and cheers, not shares.
Stop.
No one's sitting. Not at this point. Checking in on the Kansas. Wow, nice running away with this one. Like he just ran away with the football. Yeah, 14-6. Chargers need some big plays here. Vidal, the return man, and he is stood up around the 26-yard line. So the Eagles have some real momentum here, Dan. I mean, you played in the NFL, so tell us about, momentum. Is it a real thing?
Oh, yeah. It's once momentum is going your way, you get to a point where just call plays, you don't think anything is going to get stopped. And once you are on the opposite end of it,
Chargers got to get Johnston involved in this game if they want to win.
Who can we go to calm it down? What can we go to calm it down? And this is when you have a quarterback like Justin Herbert. You just trust him in this situation to kind of slow that momentum and rectify it.
Well, it looks like they're going to break glass in case of emergency here and put Sully in at quarterback. He hands it off to Vidal for a 4-yard gain. You hear those fans chanting, "We want Sully"?
We want Sully. I mean, so the Chargers quarterback, Justin Herbert, came into this game with a broken left hand. He's battled. He's been tough. But it obviously is hampering him. So, if you're the Chargers, you're down 3, why not put in Sully? Let's see if he can ignite some offense.
Wazowski fresh off his 50-plus yard touchdown run. In there at linebacker, Herbert with the juke. And the sidearm throw, it's complete. Lad McConkey's got his first catch of the night. It goes for 12 yards as Wazowski's in there on the tackle.
That was Sully, right? Sully at quarterback. I know him and Herbert look the same.
Yes.
Same kind of guy, right? We were just talking about him. If I'm the Chargers, I keep Sully in there right now. Just the playmaking has been really good. You just said Lad McConkey's first catch tonight? He's a good player, only has 1 catch. So if keeping Sully in at quarterback helps that, I'm going to keep him in there.
Sully, eyes to eye with Wazowski under center. Vidal stopped after a gain of 3. That's what we saw from the Chargers in their first drive of the second half.
Yeah.
Very deliberate.
Yeah, I think, ever since really that drive, it's the quarterback has been under pressure, and that's another reason why we might be seeing Sully here. Part of the play calling is just trying to give your quarterback the chance, and so that's the focus for the Chargers right now. This Eagles defense is playing well. Mike Wazowski has them playing at a very high level. Let's call some plays to get the ball out of the quarterback's hands, and Sully allow him to be a distributor.
That's what he'll do here on second down. Sully gets away from Mike. Getting a little revenge after Wazowski's long touchdown. Sully ducks out of bounds, a 4-yard gain. That could have been a big loss.
I mean, Mike Wazowski's been all over the field tonight. He comes unblocked, right up the middle. You're Sully right now. No one's getting blocked. You feel somebody hit your left hip, and now you take off running, and you're seeing that first down marker. It's a really good job by Sully being athletic.
Those were some scary feet to get out of the sack.
All right, the Eagles just had a 3rd and short touchdown. Can the Chargers match?
From around the same spot on the field, just shy of the 50-yard line. Sully throws. It's a good one, but just a little too tall for Vidal, the running back. It brings up 4th down and 3. And now decision time for Jim Harbaugh and the Chargers.
Yeah, I think you punt the football if I'm the Chargers. You're only down 3. We were just talking about momentum. There's some in Philly right now. You don't want to give them a short field. You're only down 3 points. The Eagles' offense hasn't been great tonight. Punt the football.
That's what they will do. J.K. Scott out there again. Kick is on the way inside the 10. Covey fields it at the 5. Evades a tackle. Breaking Covey with a couple of really nice moves, and he's got a return of 20-plus yards past the 25. Brett Covey, who's just activated by Philadelphia.
Big play by Covey, about 25 yards there in offense.
Maybe the Eagles can string together some more momentum. Leading at 5-3 as they watch on at the most lit club on the planet.
Monsters Funday Football. We'll be right back.
Many don't realize that I like to laugh, but I do. Ha, ha, ha. Who has the best laugh on your team?
I don't know if I would consider that a laugh, Roz, but we'll go with it.
I get up to Justin Herbert because when you get him to laugh, it's very rare. He smiles a lot, but he rarely laughs.
Best laugh comes from someone who's not on the team, and his name is T-Roy. You hear from a mile away. There's a laugh right there. I don't know if you heard it.
Jordan Davis has the best laugh on the Eagles. Jordan Davis.
JD, Jordan Davis.
I feel like it's me that has the best laugh on the Eagles.
Best laugh on the Chargers. Question. Me.
Powerful laughs that can fill up some serious canisters, providing a lot of energy for the monster world. After the great return by Britton Covey, Eagles back in business. They've got Mike Wazowski out there on offense, Sully playing defense for the Chargers.
Keep it away from Sully. Keep it away from Sully.
Sully has 2 picks already today. Hurts is going to try to throw away from it. Jalen Hurts still has the rock being pursued. He throws. It is caught complete. On first down for Philadelphia. 19-yard gain to Darius Cooper, just his 3rd catch of the year.
That's a really nice play by Jalen Hurts, kind of getting outside of the pocket. Now, one of the things, as I say, keep it away from something, just turnovers have just killed this offense tonight. And so, good job by Jalen making a big-time play under pressure.
That matchup plays out the screen. Wazowski against Sully. Intercepted again. Sully with a hat trick. He's got 3 picks tonight.
Holy cows.
And a return of 27 yards. Unreal.
Oh my gosh. Sully's again. We might get a $100 contract off tonight. Just Sully versus Mike Wazowski. Mike's open. The ball just sails, and gosh, that 7'6" frame for Sully just there to make a difference. You said 3 picks tonight?
Yeah. I mean,
Hurts is just not himself this year.
Taller, maybe he would have been able to.
They're good, but not like they was last year.
Instead, it's interception for Sully, right place, right time.
It's the one thing the Eagles and Mike Wazowski
Something's going on.
not do.
They were in control. They were ready to take a
surveys. He gets wrapped up and dropped. No gain on the play. Let's go back to Sully's third interception of the game.
Yeah, this is just one-on-one coverage. And the ball just goes a little bit high. Sully's there. It was man versus man, or monster versus monster. Look at that matchup.
I mean, look at Sully racking up the interceptions. Mike, of course, had that long, touchdown run in this third quarter. Sully had a 60-yard catch and run. These guys been the best players on the field. Vidal McCary picks up half the yardage he needs. Third down and 5. Coming up here for the Chargers. Let's bring in Roz again. Hey, Roz, what do you think of the play of James P. Sullivan tonight?
Well, first of all, let's rejoice in the fact that we even have a James P. Sullivan. Actually, Sullivan is big, huge, a real monster's monster. And his dad, Bill Sullivan, was a scare floor legend. He was always one of the best and brightest at Monsters Incorporated. But if James P. lets being Bill's son go to his horns, they could quickly change the direction of the game.
Well, while Roz was saying that, Keenan Allen picked up 10 yards on third down. First down for Sully and the Chargers, and he likes that a lot.
Better get Justin involved.
What's wrong, microphone?
Anything for some laughs, for some power. Hampton picks up 3 yards on first down. A lot of people think Mike gets laughs just from pulling stunts like that.
Yeah.
It's all about his impeccable timing. That's what it is. He's a comedic genius.
I have the same quality. People say, when you tell jokes, they come at the perfect time.
I'm still waiting for somebody to say that to me.
All right. Chargers. Sully.
Throw the ball to Johnston.
Huge interception. Are they going to throw him the ball here?
Is that on the left side of your screen?
Nope.
Instead, they'll run it. Again, it's Hampton, first-round pick out of North Carolina. Again, wearing a lighter shade of blue now as a pro. 4 yards on second down. Third down and 3 coming. All I'd say to the fans is show the week. You want to see Sully touch the football here on a big third down.
We want Sully. Sully coming out. All right, I'll trust the Chargers. I'll trust Coach Harbaugh. No Mike Wazowski, no Sully. Third down for the Chargers, down 3.
If they don't pick it up, they could kick a game-tying field goal, but they want more. Herbert slides to his right, rolls, throws out of the end zone. It's incomplete. And a fourth down and 3 awaiting the Chargers.
And you can't say enough about this Eagles defense. And think how many times they've been put on the field because of those turnovers, short field, bad situation, chips stacked against them, and all they've done is step up and make big plays.
I mean, their defensive coordinator, Vic Fangio, has been in this business about as long as Henry J. Waternoose III was in the Monsters, Inc. business. Of course, let's hope Vic's intentions are better than Waternoose's. Here's Dicker the kicker to tie the game. And we are all square at 16 apiece. Thank you, CBA. Another field goal. We'll give the cheer canister for that. A game-time kick midway through the fourth. Don't go anywhere, folks. Don't walk through any doors.
Don't go anywhere. Monsters Funday Football will be right back.
The atmosphere here.
Oh, cool. 79 watchers, 78 likes. That's what I like. Thank you, everyone that has hit the like. And definitely thank you for anyone that has subscribed to my small channel.
This is a general audience program. Now back to Monsters Funday football.
Hey! How come he's not picking me?
There's been some impressive moves in tonight's game, but the most elusive creature in the stadium tonight isn't wearing a uniform.
This is the second year I've done it.
Who had Mike and Sully
I did it last year and doing it now, and I plan on doing it next year.
It didn't go well. Not sure where those three ended up, but luckily, it hasn't delayed the game.
It hasn't delayed the game, Katie, but it's certainly been distracting. There goes Archie. He's got the football. I mean,
we got to get this guy under control.
Where's the CDA?
Picking up flags.
Running the sky cam, I guess. Archie at the 20. Archie at the 10. Touchdown.
He could go all the way.
Look at the scare pick. Incredible endurance, by the way. Just running around, sprinting.
A piece of bacon.
Yeah, well, it seems like Archie's under control. 16 here with 7:26 to go, Dan. What's going to make the difference down the stretch?
I don't know. Maybe a turnover.
You think so?
Maybe the 8th turnover of the game.
There's Brady Covey on the return for Philadelphia. Out to the 30-yard line. You can find us in the club. Bottle full of slugs. We got what you need here at the Canister Club in Monstropolis. We're enjoying taking this game in, and we're gonna be there after the game. For sure.
Did you just write that?
I did. Get right off the cuff.
Look how I think the Monsters are jumping for that in the Canister Club.
Thank you. Concert here.
Are you actually Jared Allen?
Oh, what makes you say that?
Did you purposely put us 1 yard out of the end zone to do this?
Folks, if you don't understand what Dan's referencing, just do a quick Google of Dan Orlovsky end zone.
Thanks, Mom and Dad.
Mike Wazowski in the game blocking for Devontae Smith, 3 yards. Dan, you think people should actually Google that?
Well, I think you should. Just so you know it. I mean, if you watch ESPN at all, you'll see it almost on a daily basis.
Anyone who laughs at that, though, joke's on them. They're not going to the Canister Club.
Yeah, they're lost. They're lost. No VIP passes.
No. Just you and me and Katie. Sully rushing the passer here and saying it's a run. It's Saquon Barkley.
Oh, probably one of my mods did. He actually has full control over the chat.
In a tie game here.
The Eagles tonight have 2 touchdowns, 6 field goals.
So if he put someone in timeout, there's a good reason he did it. I don't ever question him.
That's a 23-19.
The CDA's watching this and they're not thrilled.
36. Let's get Wazowski on the field. So where's Sully? Block Sully. Then where's Mike Wazowski?
I actually don't know who goes in timeout, who doesn't, unless someone says something in there in the comments
Left side of your screen.
about being in timeout.
The passer, just got it away before Sully was there, and he nearly threw another interception. It falls incomplete, but it's 4th down.
I don't know really what has stood out tonight more. Is the Chargers defense playing that good, or is the Eagles offense playing that bad?
Maybe he is, but I tell you what, he ain't afraid to stick you in timeout.
I like the POV.
Just to have this roller coaster of a performance is just shocking.
Braden Mann boots it away. Matt McConkey, the return man, lets it land out of bounds.
seconds. And the Chargers will start at the 25-yard line with a chance to take the lead. Just over 5 minutes to play here in the Monster City.
Well, you know, the channel that I run, because I open up a lot of sports cards, and I'm good friends with Lodak, and he takes care of all that for me, because you get a lot of spammers that come in trying to spam the channel, and whenever I'm ripping cards and stuff like that, I really don't, I can't do it, you know what I mean? I can't stop what I'm doing to take care of that, so he does all that for me. He has all the keys to that. He takes care of all that for me. And one thing I told him, it's up to him who he decides. If he feels something's not right, put him in timeout, kick him out, or whatever. I said, I'll never question you. And I don't. He is the man in charge.
This is a general audience program. Now back to Monsters Funday Football.
I was able to hide my identity as Agent 001 of the CDA. Tell me something people might not know about you.
Ross, I'm not hiding anything. I like you.
I got a lot of undercover names also as well. You know, just protecting my privacy, especially DoorDash and a lot of stuff. You know, I can't just have it those dirt with Jane.
I learned to solve a Rubik's Cube back in middle school. I thought it would impress the girls, but it really didn't work. Something that you don't know about me. I'll say growing up, I rode horses a lot from North Georgia up in the mountains.
I am a master at cooking crawfish. Great seasonings. I can't tell my secrets, but I don't think people really understand how good it is.
All right, guys. Check out Sully's touchdown here, Dan, showing off the first tell.
Nice little, really quick run to the flat for a touchdown. And then that little tush push, but it's a quick snap. We call this a sugar snap, meaning real quick. You get the ball outside to the perimeter, and Mike Wazowski. So both monsters have had some really bright moments. Sully a little bit more than Mike. And then Mike has had some big plays, but Mike's going to be needed in this tie football game for this Eagles defense.
Oh, big hit in the backfield. Vidal lit up by Jalen Phillips. A trade deadline acquisition for the Philadelphia Eagles. Dan, why do they call it a sugar snap?
Because it's what you're trying to do is get to the line of scrimmage. And usually when a quarterback in offense gets to the line of scrimmage, it's a methodical approach, right? You're there for a couple of seconds. Sugar snap is indicating we want to run now so much. Quickly as we get set to the line of scrimmage, ball gets snapped and happens right now. It's something sweet to the defense.
That was a sweet result, that 52-yard touchdown. Herbert scans.
Thank you for the like.
Scrambles. Taken down. A lot of contact there for Herbert, who's playing with that broken left hand. Just a 4-yard gain. Third down coming up. Inside of 5 minutes to play. Those fans have not sat down once.
Eric Johnson, they need to get him involved.
All right, Mike Wazowski. There he is. We've seen it from Sully a little bit tonight. Mike hasn't really played defensive line up until this moment. Can you block him, Chargers?
Well, he was starting with his eye in the grass. Let's see if that works for him. Oh, yes, it does!
What a big play!
Wazowski sacks Herbert. Mike looked like he was lying down when the ball was snapped, and then he got to the quarterback.
That's a huge play. 4 minutes to go in the game. You got to take down a star quarterback. Another cheer canister for this Mike Wazowski-led Eagles football team. We call that the defensive tackle 3 technique. He goes over the top, and then Herbert breaks out. That's a big-time tackle now. That's a big man to go to take down to the ground.
You can see the sweat from Wazowski working so hard out there. Again, it's J.K. Scott. On the punt, again, it's Britton Covey on the return, weaving his way past the 35, out of bounds near the 40-yard line with 3:33 to play. Make a wish.
Uh-oh.
Bring Roz back here. Hey, Roz, what's impressed you most about this
Eagles
NFL
can run the
game
clock down and get a field goal to win it.
Well, Drew, you may not know this, but I am not easily impressed. Ha, ha, ha. What did impress me was the delightful concession stand snacks dipped in delightful concession stand sauce. Disgusting. With just the right amount of salt. Usually I stay away from salt. It makes me feel sluggish. Anyone?
That's not bad stuff from Roz. Philip, a laugh, canister. 1 yard gain for Philadelphia as we come up on 3 minutes to play.
All right, so Mike Wazowski, Monsters U, end of the movie. Sully tries to.
Uh-oh, when he comes in, that usually means there's an interception or some kind of fumble when they put Scully in on the other side.
Not the worst game of his career. Not many people believing in him. Still a chance to win the game with under 3 minutes left.
Great call. Mike's been doubted his entire life. Now trying to help the Eagles pull off a victory. The pass is caught. It's Wazowski. Turns upfield and scoots out of bounds. A gain of 15 from Mike Wazowski on the pass for Hurts.
There you go. You just mentioned it, Drew. Been doubted his whole life. Yet for some reason finds ways to get it done. First becoming a monster, now playing in Monstropolis in the first ever NFL football game. Comes after the catch, broken tackle, so for the Eagles now, tie game. What you're really trying to do here is burn as much of the clock as you can, while also getting yourself into, at worst, field goal position.
They think the give to Barkley. Hurts throw. Not catchable for Dallas Goedert. With 2:40 to play, the incomplete pass stops the clock. Eagles trying to move to 9-4.
What's with that thing jump roping?
Give them a 95% chance to win their division. The NFC East, they'd be the first repeat champions in that division since 2004, when they did it over 20 years ago.
All right, look at the left side. Mike versus Sully.
Matchup to watch, left side of your screen. Hurts throws that way. It's caught by Mike. Brought down by Sully, but not before a 19-yard gain. A huge play for Philly.
What a great matchup. This is great versus great. Mike versus Sully. One-on-one. We call this the slant route. Mike does a great job of 3 steps down the field, going on an angle or a slant to the middle of the field. Ball comes out on time. Feels like Mike Wazowski right now is taking over this football game for his Philadelphia Eagles.
So the clock is stopped at 2:33 because of a timeout taken by the Chargers, who are thinking about when the Eagles score here, getting the ball back and trying to match them.
They're 100%. Same thing they did in the first half, right? Trying to preserve time because they already know Philadelphia likely in at worst field goal position, so you're trying to save time for yourself on the back end.
Ball at the 25-yard line. Wazowski's got the hot hand at receiver. Hurts will hand it off. Barkley testing the left edge, brought down to the backfield. No chance to get away from Khalil Mack, an elite player in this league for over a decade. Another timeout taken by the Chargers. And as we have this stoppage here, let's bring Sully back in. Hey, Saul, sold-out crowd here. Do you think we'll ever have a Super Bowl here at Monstropolis?
Well, Drew, after seeing this sport come to our world, I think Monstropolis should host every Super Bowl. It's a terrific sports town, has fascinating culture, scary great restaurants, and a thriving nightlife. I already requested a meeting with Commissioner Goodell and have a 75-page scream note presentation ready to go.
I'm all for that. Would love to come back to the Super Bowl.
Absolutely.
Clock stopped through 27. 2nd and 11 for the Eagles. Hurts looking for Mike. End zone. Incomplete. Wazowski almost capped this drive with a touchdown. Instead, it's 3rd down and 11.
Man, the Eagles and Mike Wazowski aggressive. They're trying to think about the clock there. It seemed like a perfect throw to Mike Wazowski and just not able to go make that catch. So now it's 3rd and 11. You're in field goal range. The Chargers still have a timeout and the 2-minute warning. You don't think about running the football here. You have to think about trying to go get that conversion because 2 minutes and 23 seconds in the NFL is an eternity.
And the Eagles walking toward the sideline have called their first timeout. So you're thinking about the time. Bob Peterson pulling for the Chargers, asking for some defense. What a topsy-turvy, bizarre game. I guess you'd expect nothing else here in Monstropolis.
No doubt. It's been, I know what the Monstropolis record is for turnovers, 7. I don't know necessarily in a game what the NFL is. It's got to be up there, but it's been a roller coaster really for both teams. And now it's in a situation like what team has one guy to make the plays? Mike Wazowski on 3rd and 11 able to make a really season-changing play for the Eagles, or is it going to be Sully for the Chargers making a big one and that defense?
Eagles looking to avoid their 3rd loss in a row after an 8-2 start. Chargers trying to move to 9-4, which will put them in the 5th seed in the AFC. Hurts swings it out, incomplete. Devontae Smith never had it. 4th and 11 for Philadelphia. They're going to send out the field goal unit. As we step through this door, where does it lead? Oh, over to London. We say righto and hello to a
cheerio. I feel I do a great English accent.
You guess that's actually not bad.
Thank you.
Well, this is a huge kick here for Wazowski. A 44-yard attempt to take the lead. Mike has the distance and the accuracy. And Mike Wazowski has put the Philadelphia Eagles in front with 2:16 to play.
It's a good job by Mike Wazowski and his Eagles football team. You get 3. Now, and another cheer canister. If you're Sully and the Chargers in this situation, it's a great kick, good hold, another perfect spiral on the kick. The only 2 to ever do it, Sully and Mike, when you're kicking it. Here's the benefit if you're the Chargers. Timeout, 2 minutes and 16 seconds, and now you're in 4-down territory. So you have 4 downs to go get the necessary points rather than just 3.
What a game. And you know the Child Protection Agency, they're on high alert. If the Chargers score a touchdown here, you add 7 to their score. Do a quick math. They're thinking about what the score might be.
Hey, here we go. Here we go, Monstropolis.
Wazowski kicks it away. Fielded by Vidal. Got down just short of the 30-yard line. And that's where the Chargers will take over. Their quarterback has a broken hand. Their offense has been sluggish at times tonight. But all they need is 1 touchdown drive, 1 march to glory. And they've got Sully on the field.
I think you put Sully at quarterback. Justin Herbert, while an absolute warrior, hanged up. If you want to put Herbert at quarterback, Sully's got to be the person you're trying to feature in your pass game.
Sully slot left. Herbert on 1st down, surveys the field. Herbert scrambling, throwing, incomplete at the feet of Sully.
Herbert's at just 120 yards. A touchdown and an interception. Sully does have 12 yards passing. He's thrown twice.
And good dogs, right? Now, where's Mike Wazowski, right? We've seen him.
I don't think Johnson's got the ball one time tonight.
We've seen him on the D-line, linebacker. He's now at safety, so I don't necessarily feel great throwing towards him.
Want to avoid the guy with the big green eye. There's Sully across the middle. Can't bring it in. Third down and 10 as we hit the 2-minute warning. Oh, the CDA, no match for Ted Pauling. Oh no! Chaos in the flag football. 2 minutes to play.
I hope everything's still working. Can you guys still hear the volume?
Monsters Funday football. We'll be right back.
All right.
Lives at stake. Where you come to play around? Feeling the fins, fishing for a win. Bringing that Miami heat and that off-the-A-Chan energy. Feeling a postseason post full of black and gold. This place absolutely buzzing. A whole lot of watching and those terrible towels snoring. Feeling an AFC showdown under the bright lights. Dolphins Steelers next Monday at 8 on ESPN. Also streaming on the all-new ESPN app.
This is a general audience program. Now back to Monsters Funday football.
Mikey, picture this. You have the perfect plan for a romantic night out with Celia. It's all figured out, dinner for two, probably thanks to me. Your love boat about to set sail, and then wham! Ross sneaks up behind you demanding paperwork and throws off your entire game. Well, what Ross did is kind of like what teams try to do when they iced the kicker. Just as the kicker's lining up for a big field goal, crowd roaring, pressure mounting, the other team calls a timeout. Why? To mess with the kicker's head, who's now just standing there all alone, waiting, thinking about the big kick. Coaches hope that by the time they kick for real, the kicker's so stressed out, they can't even kick straight. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But it's all about the mind games, buddy. All about the mind games.
George Sanderson reminding you that Sports Center with Scott Van Pelt is coming up next on ESPN. Will he be talking about an Eagles victory to get them back on track, or a Chargers win to continue the Eagles' losing streak? Icing the kicker, by the way, Dan, could come into play down the stretch here.
No doubt. I mean, if it presents itself, you don't get to take the timeouts home.
Expect it to be Sully. The Chargers do need to kick a game-time field goal here, but they want a touchdown. Herbert's pass is too high, but a flag is down. Could this be a drive-extending penalty?
Another flag. Wow. Pass interference called on the Eagles defense. 3rd and 10. Drew, you just said a drive extender. Huge deal.
And it's on one of the best quarterbacks in the league, Quinyon Mitchell, trying to defend Quentin Johnston. Called for pass interference, so Mike Wazowski's defense has to stay out there. Chargers still on the wrong side of midfield, inside their own 40. They've got a minute 54 and one timeout, plenty of time. Herbert looks to throw, pumps it, keeps it. Scrambles, looking for the sideline, and he gets out of bounds. 7-yard pickup for the quarterback, and it stops the clock.
Yeah, great point, stopping the clock. How many times have we seen tonight Justin Herbert make a play with his legs? Right now, it's just try to find a way to continue to advance the ball downfield. So often in these situations, young quarterbacks, they chase yards. If you just get the ball in your hands, don't hold it, force the defensive space to tackle, you just methodically, minute 46 is forever long in the NFL.
Here it's Funday. Around the left edge, he's got the first down. He's into plus territory. Gain of 8 for Kamani Vidal. Clock continues to wind, but the Chargers are in business.
And I love that play call. Now I've got a first down. We can get to the line of scrimmage. We're in our 2-minute drill, meaning we're not going to huddle. We're in a up-tempo type of offense. Now Justin Herbert out, Sully in. Let's go make a play, superstar.
Here he is, James P. Sullivan throwing to the right side. It's on the money. Keenan Allen, the Chargers' all-time leader in catches, taken down after a gain of 6.
Yeah, Drew, the really big thing here for now, Sully, is you are just about already in what we would call your field goal range, meaning, hey, we have the minimum get to there. They're here now already. No sacks. Just continue to get completions.
Final minute here in Monstropolis. Sully's pass this time. Sales trying to hit Gadsden, the tight end. Sully with just a little too much juice on that pass, third down.
So this is a really big play. So it's 3rd down and 4. The ball's at the 38-yard line. If you do not get any yards and no first down here, you're at a 55, 56-yard field goal. While in range, it's very challenging to hit that. So here it's call a play that you think gets you a first down rather than a big play, and then be ready to go up and clock the ball.
Yeah, if you spike the ball right when you snap it, clock stops. 3rd down and 4. Sully scrambles for the first down. He needed 4. He got 4, using that big frame to keep the drive going.
Yeah, how many times we just talked about it. Just an outstanding job by Sully. Another cheer canister is a part of their huge kind of 4th quarter surge right now in field goal range.
Clock continues to wind. Sully on the quarterback keeper. He's down near a first down. Looks like they're going to rule him a yard short. 2nd down coming up. Clock is stopped. Chargers have taken their final timeout. After this play from Sully, you see Wazowski eyeing him up. Sully dives in front of his best friend. He's looking to make a comeback in the cheer canister leaderboard. 17-12 right now is Mike's lead, and his Eagles lead the game by 3.
This is just a great drive by Sully. And this is the cat and mouse game of football. There's 21 seconds left on the clock. The Chargers have no timeouts. So if you're the Eagles defensively, are you just going to give them some yards and think we're going to make sure we protect against the touchdown and sit there and go, okay, have the field goal? Or are you going to go, no more yards, be a little bit more aggressive? The thing is, it exposes you for a potential game-winning touchdown pass from Sully. Mike Wazowski just playing safety, middle of the field.
The big guy still in there, quarterback for the Chargers. Will he test Wazowski? Play fake. Sully under pressure, throws it. Out of play. 3rd down here. And again, 15 seconds, no timeouts. Do you have time to run a play and go up there and spike it?
You do. So the starting point more often than not is 12 seconds. If you have 12 seconds, you can throw a slant, something inside of 10 yards, quickly get up to the line of scrimmage and spike it. Now, if you're the Chargers and you sit there and say, don't want to risk putting the ball in the air, you could run the football, tell your back, you get the first down, immediately jump down to the ground, and once again get up and spike it. Either way, you do not want to run around with the ball and take up too much time.
It's getting hairy here. Sully throws, incomplete. No big deal, stops the clock, 4th down. They are certainly within field goal range for Cameron Dicker or for Sully if they want to leave him out there to do the kicking. But Herbert and Sully and that 2-quarterback system did their job, bringing them down the field enough to set up a game-time field goal for Cameron Dicker, the most accurate kicker in NFL history. This from 46 to tie the game. It hooks in and good. And the Chargers have tied it at 19 with 8 seconds to play. We have free football in the first ever game here in Monstropolis.
I love a good game.
What a comeback by Sully and the Chargers. Another cheer canister in Monstropolis. 4 quarters, not enough.
I mean, why would you want to go home? Why would you want to go anywhere except here or maybe the Canister Club?
Yeah, will they hold our table for us?
You bet. You bet. I think Katie's going to go over there and hold it for us.
Katie, keep a couple seats warm.
Hey, still time here in regulation with 8 seconds left. Dicker boots it away, just tied the game at 19. It's returnable for Will Shipley. Can Shipley make something happen? No. 3 seconds. And the Eagles will have 1 play from scrimmage. I mean, if you're Jalen Hurts,
you are taking a knee and going to overtime. It's not worth it. Overtime is new in the NFL, as from a couple years ago.
You know, a few years ago in overtime, it was just first score win, sudden victory. But now both teams get a chance to possess the ball.
No matter what happens, if the Eagles get it first, they go down and score a touchdown, the Chargers will automatically get a chance to match that touchdown.
Is there a way to score 4 points in the NFL?
Can we make it in Monstropolis?
Oh, yeah, maybe. How about if there's a touchdown in overtime? We just say it's worth 4. 23-19. It's the end of regulation here in Monstropolis. Let's stay up a little later on a Monday night. Overtime is coming at you. We're walking through the door to overtime.
Eagles.
Looking at
the ref.
First ever NFL game here from the CDA cam, and it's going to overtime. I mean, what more could you ask for? It's been a pleasure to share this experience with you. Dan Orlovsky, I know you are thrilled to see this game go to overtime. What are you expecting here?
There was nothing more that I wanted tonight than overtime in Monstropolis after a 7-turnover game. What am I looking for? What team can get their playmaker, either Sully for the Chargers or Mike Wazowski for the who can get their star of the ball? Because each time or every time that guy has touched the ball, that monster's touched the ball tonight, good things have happened. We can find a way to steal it.
Yeah, and Dan, Sully started it as the star of this game for the Chargers. But in the second half, it's all about Mike Wazowski.
Yeah.
He has made play after play on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, he's been a stud. He's been all over the field on defense, and certainly on offense, he was a guy that you wanted to get the football to. I didn't know he had this speed. mean, almost 20 miles an hour, tracking the football on defense. Hey, we're down. We need to get a big completion to get a drive started. We call this a sail or a chase route. We lift the coverage. That's an intermediate type of completion. And then get the ball on a pitch, toss outside. He runs away from the second fastest monster ever, James Sullivan, and then also kicks perfect spirals in the middle of the doorposts.
And that was the field goal to take a 19-16 lead. Hey, the after party's already begun. Hey, guys, can you hold on for us, please?
Is Katie there? We're trying to get to the canister club for this post game.
Do you think they serve a nice glass of Cabernet Sauvignon?
Nice pronunciation.
I could go for one of those. All right, we go to overtime here. 10 minutes on the clock. Both teams are going to have a chance to possess the football. The Chargers are going to have it first. Jake Elliott will kick it away. We just want to send out a sincere thank you to everyone who's staying up with us here at Monstropolis. A special night of Funday football. Kicks returnable for Kamani Vidal. Out to the 30-yard line he goes. That's where the Chargers will embark on this overtime drive. Nobody's left.
The Monsters are committed.
Yeah.
The Monsters are committed. All right, Sully, what do you got? Drew, you talked about it, though, the importance of the football game. The Chargers right now sitting at 8-4 with Sully in the playoffs. The 5 seed, you said?
The 5 seed if they win.
Loss tonight takes them out of the playoffs. It's a big deal.
Sully on the keeper, fake the handoff, now racing Mike Wazowski to the sideline. He picks up 12 yards. A good start for James P. Sullivan.
Also, you know, in where the NFL sits right now, as we see Sully with a big run, the Kansas City Chiefs, who have one of the greatest players ever, Patrick Mahomes as quarterback, they're out of the playoffs right now. If the Chargers lose, it keeps them at least a little bit more attached to having a chance. And so if you're the Chiefs, you're rooting hard for the Philadelphia Eagles.
Okay, Hampton go. Finally chased down by Wazowski after a gain of 18.
Holy cow.
All right, so 2 big plays to start this drive in overtime. One, Sully as a
Now don't forget, everyone, please don't forget to hit that like, and please don't forget to hit that subscribe.
Maybe that's something if you're the Chargers.
Help out this small channel.
Continuing to call runs. Maybe this Philadelphia Eagles defense been on the field a lot tonight is getting tired.
Somehow these monsters don't seem tired. They're playing every snap. Hampton again, this one right up the gut, gains just 2 yards.
Do monsters get tired, like physically exhausted at all?
It does seem like Sully does sometimes when they're training together, when Mike is running him through those paces.
Those burpees and up downs?
Yeah, scary feet. But both guys still smiling. Just thrilled to be out there.
We're doing the Lord's work right now, man.
I'm just glad to be here. I'm glad we walked through that door together. And then Nick Clayton was on the other side. Thank you to CDA for placing the ball. 2nd down and 8. Again, Wazowski in coverage. Beautiful tackle. Bringing down Will Dissly for just a gain of 1.
Just did the highlight reel of Mike Wazowski. Just absolutely exceptional in the open field, making tackles in one-on-one. He's been all over the field tonight. This Eagles team was stuck behind. Looked like they were going to get run out of the building, and he's just found a way to make a play after play after play. 3rd and 7. Can he find one more play for this defense and see if he can force a field goal attempt, maybe even a punt?
3rd down and 7, a critical one. Herbert steps up in the pocket, brought down. It's not a sack, he gained a yard, But it is 4th down for the Chargers. Now what do you do?
I think you kick a field goal here. Yeah, I think you take Sully out and you try to kick a field goal. It's 3 points at least, once again, forces Philadelphia to have to go down and at the minimum match it.
We are at an indoor stadium here in Monstropolis as Ted Pauley again asking for the Eagles to block the kick. They've done that with success against teams from Los Angeles this year. Sully to kick it, well within his range. It's on its way, and he splits the uprights again. Chalubi working overtime, literally. The field goal is good from Sully, and the Chargers take a 3-point lead.
Sully has been absolutely nails tonight, kicking the field goal.
That's good enough for a cheer canister. It puts LA out in front. What can't Sully do? This is an exhibition. We're back in 1 minute, folks.
Five foot 8. 5'1".
Welcome back to Monstropolis. Chargers lead the Eagles by 3. Sully to kick it away after he just drilled a 54-yard field goal. Will Shipley on the return for the Eagles as the crowd cheers, fly, Eagles fly. Let's get you a quick update on the cheer canister leaderboard. Ooh. Wow. Yeah, Sully with a heck of a comeback here. Only down by 2. The defense needs to make a couple of big plays, and if they hold the Eagles scoreless, the Chargers win the game. But the Eagles are not going to go down without a fight.
This is also why you want the ball second in overtime. You now know at a minimum what you need, and you have 4 downs to go about doing it.
Saquon Barkley, the running back. He picks up 4 yards on first down. Barkley's been effective tonight, but really Wazowski's the guy with the big play capability in this one. A 52-yard touchdown on the first play of the 4th quarter.
We'd love to see Mike Wazowski just make a huge play. Mike Wazowski and Sully have just been really impressive. Mike Wazowski not in. Sully, look at him. 7'6", kind of roaming the middle of the field. Can he make an impact play?
Sully has 3 interceptions tonight. Mike is not on the field for the Eagles. On second down, Hurts fakes the handoff. Jalen Hurts looking, throwing, incomplete. And now 3rd down and 6. Hurts is completing barely 50% of his passes. Couple of interceptions on a turnover-filled night for the Philly offense, which is just not broken out of its slump.
Yeah, it's one of the worst games, if not the worst game I've seen Jalen Hurts play in his career, certainly since he became the long-term starter for his Eagles offense, but none of that matters. 3rd down, chance to win. I love the fact that the Eagles have brought Mike Wazowski back onto the field. He's gotten open a lot tonight. He'd be the person I'd start at when it comes to where I'm looking.
Wazowski over the middle. Hurts is looking. Hurts is keeping. He scrambles. Jalen Hurts with a big pop. across midfield, but there is a flag, and this one's coming back. It's going to be a hold on the center, Cam Jurgens. Make sure you deal with that. CDA, thank you. Well, that wipes out a huge play.
How many times have you said that tonight, Bill? Excuse me, that a penalty on the Eagles wipes out a huge play. We've seen it with a couple turnovers. We've seen it take points off the board. And now a huge third down scramble from Jalen Hurts, and you feel like, man, here we go. We're in field goal range. We'll win this game. And it's a 30-yard change of field position and 3rd and 16.
Again, the Eagles need a field goal to extend the game. Touchdown to win. They're at their own 25. 3rd down and 16. Mike Wazowski in the slot to your right. Hurts is throwing for him. It's caught. Wazowski just snuck past Sully. 28-yard pitch and catch.
That's as good as it gets. It's hard to have a better throw and catch. Drew, you called it. Where he was lined up, he's out to the right. This is, in football terms, elite, outstanding, phenomenal anticipation and timing. It could be the throw that saves the game. Ball's out right now, right behind Sully. What a great throw and camera angle. Mike Wazowski comes up with a massive play.
114 receiving yards for Wazowski tonight. He stays out there. Sully playing linebacker. Involved with a tackle as he swarms to the ball. No gain for Saquon Barkley. And you can see these guys are sucking wind here. They're tired.
Yeah, I mean, this Chargers defense has been on the field for only about 60 plays, but there's been some big plays. And if you're Sully or Mike Wazowski, those guys have been playing both ways. They've been playing snaps on offense and defense. They got to be exhausted. Sully on the right, got a blocker. Mike Wazowski on the left, got to throw it to him.
132 combined plays tonight. Mike and Sully have been out there for most of them. 2nd down. Hurts' pass is complete. It's the tight end Goddard. Makes it about halfway up that 1st and 10 tongue. 3rd down and 4 coming up for the Eagles.
So, Drew, this is when this gets so much fun, though. 3rd and 4, you're right on the line where you would want to be for your kicker in a field goal. If you don't get it, are you trying the long field goal? If you get 2 or 3 yards and it's 4th and 1 or 2, are you going to try to go and get that 4th down conversion instead of the long field goal? That's where, as a coach, you got to be just ahead of those decisions.
They get the snap off. Huge play here. 3rd down and 4. Hurts throw incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown, his star wideout. And that makes it a very interesting decision for head coach Nick Sirianni.
Man, there was a one-on-one chance to go throw that ball. You've seen Jalen Hurts connect on that throw so often over the past couple years with his star receiver. And it looks like if you're the Eagles, you're going to go for this. Maybe call timeout. Maybe try to get the Chargers and Sully to jump off sides and call timeout if you don't like it. Got to be thinking Mike Wazowski.
This field goal would be about 58 yards. Jake Elliott's career long is 61. They're lined up to go for it. And a timeout. The Chargers defense didn't like the set. Maybe Sully said, we got to talk this one over, guys.
Come on, Eagles. I think if you're the Eagles here,
what's the call, Coach?
I go for it. I go for this if I'm Philadelphia. A field goal ties the game, puts it at 3:23. I'm not going to win the game because the Chargers are going to get the ball and go try and win it, and there's not enough time on the clock. I want a chance to go win the football game, and I think I've got the best player on the field, and Mike Wazowski. I'm going to throw it to him.
It has been a huge night for Mike Wazowski. 7 catches for $114. He needs at least 4 more to keep this game alive. Movement before the snap. Who's the flag on? It is a neutral zone infraction against the Chargers. They jumped across the line of scrimmage.
What more fitting for this game than that to be the case?
A crippling mistake.
Odafe Oweh came over in a trade. Yeah, he's offsides. And it's a really good job by Jordan Mailata. Once the defensive lineman crosses the ball, you as an offensive lineman are allowed to move. If you move while he's still across the ball, automatic offsides penalty.
Wow.
New life for the Eagles.
I mean, they went from on the brink to a fresh set of downs. And again, within field goal range, if that's what they need to do. They're looking for the win. Hurts throws. It's caught. Goddard wrapped up by Sully. A gain of just 3. Another big stop by Sullivan as we're coming up on 3 minutes to play in this overtime. I mean, the Eagles need to score before the clock runs out.
Yeah, time is not necessarily too pressing right now. You do have 2 timeouts. You've got 3 minutes. You're just at about the, let's call it the 30-yard line. You're not in a panic mode right now. You still want to just operate your offense.
No urgency here. They snap with 3 seconds on the play clock. Hurts looks. Hurts rolls. He throws. First down. Goddard's been busy down the stretch. The tight end has 16 yards. They stop it as he goes out of bounds. Eagles with the ball in the red zone.
You want to know what the great quality of Jalen Hurts is? He would be the kid that doesn't get scared ever. Because nothing is scary to him. He's had an awful night. And here he is. Calm, composed, marching right down the field.
He doesn't scream. He may never laugh either. He is serious. And he's serious about trying to win this game. But it's intercepted. Sully with his 4th interception of the night. And this one ends it. Almost a 23-19.
Oh my God.
It's a 22-19. And the Chargers win.
Chargers win it. Y'all, please don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Hit that like. And I'm glad you guys got to see this. I hope you guys enjoyed it. A lot of more fun stuff going to happen on this channel, so don't forget to subscribe.
Tipped up in the air, and of course, Sully there to end the game.
A one-hand grab by James P. Sullivan. Take a bow, sir.
Can it get better?
I mean, you're 7'8". You're 766 pounds, and you got hands like that?
You was one of, you did say in the beginning, 23-19 Chargers. Man, that was a very good guess.
We also wanted to know, will it end up with more cheer canisters? And it is, in fact, Mike Wazowski and the Philadelphia Eagles. So both of these best friends get a win tonight. What a game for the first one in Monstropolis.
Again, for the ones that aren't here, I can tell you, please don't forget to subscribe to my small channel. I like to have fun in it, rip open a lot of sports stuff. Please hit the like. Don't have to worry about comments, plenty of them tonight. It was really fun. But we're going to stick around and make sure there's not any more of this.
As he wins the cheer canister scoreboard, but unfortunately for Mike, he falls in the actual game. Dan, I mean, Sully with 4 picks today.
Sully was the best monster on the field. I'm blown away by how good he was at everything that he did, but 4 interceptions, that's hard to do in the game of football. He was all over the field, and he makes the most important one. He was great at quarterback. He was great kicking the ball. He was great as a pass catcher. He was great as a defensive end. But to get 4 interceptions and find a way to make those big plays, he was absolutely sensational.
And he's going to be up at 6 a.m. tomorrow when Mike Wazowski runs him through some training. But tonight, Sully is your winner. With the scary feet and the scary interceptions. Let's take a look back at how it all went down.
Thank you very much for the sub, man. I really do appreciate it.
Yeah, that's right directly after one of his big short catches and big runs. He goes into the flat. Then there's an interception over the middle of the field that happens where just a little bit of a disconnect between Jalen Hurts and his receiver.
And from time to time, we do have giveaways, so you don't want to miss out on those.
The Eagles kept finding different ways to get him the football. He showed some really good athleticism and some speed. Sully kicks this one from a different planet, and it goes right down the middle of the goalposts. He was absolutely sensational.
And then there is the game-sealing interception. The fourth of the night for Sully. Again, we've checked with our research team, and that is a record for a game in Monstropolis. Sully wins it with his work on both sides of the ball. Mike Wazowski didn't win the game, but he did win the cheer canister challenge. And let's hear from Mike after the game.
Oh, thank you, Drew, for the kind and I might say very accurate words. Tonight has been a dream.
Wow. Dude, no way.
In every monster's life, when you have to look at yourself in the mirror
That's awesome, man.
What it takes, the guts, the gumption, the fire in the belly to be the best me that I can be. Well, Sully and I, we looked into that mirror, and not only did we see two strikingly handsome monsters with all of those qualities, we also saw two best friends ready to meet the moment. I mean, seriously, we just played in an NFL game with real NFL players, and we weren't even drafted. Doesn't matter what that scoreboard says, mostly. Tonight, we all won. Tonight,
Holy cow.
we're all winners, Drew. See you at the after party.
Yes, you will, Mike. Dan, we'll see you there.
I'm actually not here anymore. I'm there already drinking in.
That's why we're off camera. We're going to the Canister Club. Dan's in there somewhere.
I have a Shirley Temple.
Hey, thanks everybody for staying up late with us. Truly, we wouldn't have nothing if we didn't have you. And thanks everybody responsible for putting together this show. Overtime win for Sully and the Chargers. Good night from Monstropolis. Shotgun again, Sully out to the flat. He's got the catch. He's got the touchdown.
In a room with a view.
And if I were handsome, no way it could happen. Those dreams do come true. I'm so handsome and scared. I wouldn't have nothing if I didn't have. Wouldn't have nothing if I didn't have.
Oh yeah, they fake the touch push. They pitch it to Wazowski. He's gone, leaving Sully in his wake.
You agreed with him.
You're great. Everyone loves you. You know.
Yes, I know.
Sully to kick it, well within his range. It's on its way, and he splits the uprights again. Shalubi working overtime, literally.
Not a problem, man. I'm glad y'all enjoyed it. I did last year's, this year's, and I'll continue to do them. You can actually go back on my channel and watch last year's. Yeah, I got it. 6 o'clock comes early for me too. So, I'm glad y'all got to enjoy it. Thanks again for all the likes and the subs. I really do appreciate y'all. It was a great chat that we had, man. This was better than last year's. But anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed it. And until my next video or stream, everyone stay safe. And we'll see you later.